All right, here's hoping that today is just a little bit better than yesterday. Just a wee bit better than yesterday. So for you early listeners that listen now and maybe you listen until, I don't know, 6:25, 6:30. Hey, maybe you listen to the entire first hour of the show. Oh, you thought everything was great. It was an entertaining first hour. We were taking calls at, I don't know, 6:20 about, what would you do if you found 50 pounds of cocaine floating in the ocean or the Gulf or washed up on a beach somewhere. And all was hunky-dory. And then we went to crap in a basket. We schnitted the bed, man. It just went to, what was it, 7:08? Andrew, was that the official time, 7:08 yesterday? Did we? Yeah, I think 7:08 yesterday.
Yeah.
We went off the air. 7:08 to 9:06. Almost 2 hours. 2 minutes shy of 2 solid hours. We were off the air.
I imagine there's somebody who listened to the show yesterday until 7:07 and 30 seconds. And they shut the show off like, oh, those guys are having a good show today.
Tell you what, it was a show yesterday. It
sure was.
Oh, my God. There is nothing worse than that feeling. We were off the air for almost 2 hours during the prime of morning drive, and there is no worse feeling than that. Well, I don't know, maybe driving down the interstate and having a chunk of rebar kicked up from a truck in front of you. It pierces your windshield and then spears you in the chest. That might be worse than being off the air for 2 hours. But, man, it sure as hell felt like that. Man, just dead in the water. And we just had like 3 failures in a row. In fact, a lot of people seem to like the little video that I shot yesterday on my Instagram. Hey, I encourage you, if you do not follow my Instagram, I've been very, very active for the last 12 minutes. No. Listen, for years now, I post a lot of crap on my Instagram. It's the show that never ends. And I was sitting at I had a little kitchen table discussion late yesterday afternoon about what happened. And the video is on my Instagram. I'll play the audio later on, but if you want to get a jump, and if you do not follow my Instagram account, you should do it right now. Certified MJ Radio. In fact, I had a lot of stuff to do yesterday, and I had a lot of little interesting Instagram things to cover, which we'll have to, push off until today. But, hey, get a jump on it. Find out what's happening. Be entertained, even when the show is not on the air. My Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. So hopefully everything works today.
Hopefully.
So what happened? I'll get into more depth later on, but we had 3 failures in a row. Our main transmitter on 50th Street in Palm River, which, off the Leroy Selman, in Tampa, main transmitter lost TECO power. Thanks, TECO. We lost power. We looked at the TECO outage map. We were the only customer in the area. The circle said 1. And it was our transmitter site. What the living F?
I mean, that is really good service from TECO. Yeah. We're the only one in this huge area.
Only one.
2 million people, 3 million people. I mean, there's a lot of people.
So our transmitter site lost TECO power, but we're supposed to have a backup generator, a diesel, expensive Caterpillar generator, and I guess that's broken. And they were waiting on parts or some kind of crap. And so that failed. Then we have a whole separate tower and backup site in Pinellas County, not far from our studios.
We're a warts and all.
Andrew, please turn your microphone on.
What's going on today?
Hold on. What is going on? You just, Fester just said, hey, Andrew, is everything technically okay? And we heard you down the hall saying no. Turn your mic on. What's wrong?
There was a problem with the video, but it's corrected now.
All right. So MJ, well, listen, as long as we're on the air. So you're saying that MJ TV was not working. All right. What was wrong with MJ TV?
Because I had to make a change on it after the show yesterday, the setting carried over to today.
Okay.
So
it's a minor correctable issue.
How much of MJ TV was missed? How much did we miss of MJ TV this morning?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Oh, son of a bitch. Can we just get one? I just want one.
It's all right. It's all right. The big picture is, and you made it eminently clear yesterday, you're most concerned about broadcast listeners.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Which jilted a couple of our streaming listeners, by the way.
Yeah. We do have a lot of streaming listeners.
You really put them in a corner.
Listen, I didn't put baby in a corner. Cut the crap. No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Nobody put streamers in a corner. Listen, The bulk of the 99% of our audience listens on FM, on 104.7 FM. And listen, I appreciate you all, whether you listen to us via streaming on one of the apps or our Q105 website or my Q105 app or any of the other streaming platforms. I appreciate all of you. Everyone's a listener, but I'm just saying that the bulk of our listenership and the ratings come from the actual broadcast signal. That's it. All right, 6:07 at the MJ Morning Show. So, Michelle, I think there was something up in that vehicle in the neighborhood this morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I did get a partial plate, 7410. It was an out-of-state plate.
Okay.
What state?
Do you know what state at least?
There's more than a couple of them.
Yeah, it was like a white plate. So listen, something.
Oh, that's real helpful.
Because
of all the colors you can give to describe a license plate, that's the worst.
They took off like a rocket. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So Michelle and I are exiting the hood this morning, and there was a vehicle in front of me that appeared to be going really slow. And there was like a speed bump as you exit the neighborhood, and they like stopped completely. And I was still a little distance behind them. Like, why the hell are they stopping? Then they sped up. They exited the neighborhood. They got on Kennedy Boulevard to the 275 southbound on-ramp onto the Howard Franklin Bridge, and they just bolted. I mean, like a rocket. I'm talking super speeder. I'm talking if FHP or if law enforcement was on the bridge this morning, you would have bagged yourself easily a super speeder in excess of 100 miles an hour because they were gone. Michelle, they did not want me seeing that license plate, although I did get a 7410 dash. So it was not a Florida plate. It was, even though Florida has 3 billion license plates.
Yeah, how could you even tell?
Yeah, but it was not a Florida plate. No, it was not a Florida plate.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been New York or Pennsylvania, maybe Texas. I'm trying to.
He's naming all the white plate states.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it was a white plate, and they took off like a rocket. And listen, the law enforcement folks that I know, especially in Tampa, that's sort of an exit point.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on is you have, some of the neighborhoods in South Tampa that are getting burglarized overnight, vehicles getting broken into, guns getting stolen, cash, money, wallets. What people just leave crap in their vehicles. And a lot of folks leave their cars unlocked, which is as dumb as can be. Just like leaving a gun in your car is as stupid as it gets. But what's happening is you're getting these hit jobs in South Tampa, like Beach Park off of West Shore, and then they're exiting quickly onto the Howard Franklin and getting back. So they think that they're like a band of thieves and kind of gangs that come out of Pinellas County, hit over here in South Tampa, and then get on the bridge and zip. So 5:15 in the morning, suspicious vehicle, and then they took off like a rocket. Because they didn't want me seeing that license plate. I'm telling you right now. And they were gone and like weaving and swerving. Even the S turns at the beginning of the Howard Franklin on the Tampa side that you're not supposed to change lanes as the lanes twist and turn and snake. Zipping across lanes just to get the hell away.
That's another charge right there.
Damn right.
Well, they're really racking them up.
Super speeder, unsafe lane change. Anyway, they were up to no good this morning. There's something going on in the hood, and I wonder what they thieved.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what they stole. Don't you love people that say stole?
No.
Yeah, they stole that.
No.
Stole. STOLD. I'm not going to mention the name, but somebody used to say stole, and I just drove me nuts.
It was BJ. He used to say it all the time. Yeah, he used to say it.
I love BJ.
I love him. I love the guy. He's one of my favorite people in the world.
Instead of saying stole, he used to say stoled.
Mm-hmm.
I used to yell, and he used to get so pissed off when I used to correct him on English grammar. All right, 6:11. BJ's the best. Love BJ. All right, 6:11 at the. And he's probably listening right now.
Good morning, BJ.
Yeah, because he does listen. Yeah, because he's 2 hours behind where he lives now. All right, 6:11 at the MJ Morning Show. Just getting rolling. You know what I want to talk about? And this was on the slate for Monday. I didn't get to it. This is on the slate for yesterday, but of course we were off the air for like half the show. So I didn't get to this yesterday, but this alien deal, are you following this story? I saw this when I was on vacation. You've got a Harvard scientist that claims that there's like an alien craft that he thinks it's an alien craft that's like coming our way, and it could destroy planet Earth. All right, and people are saying, what the hell happened to this guy? When did he go all kooky? All right, I want to discuss this. I think it's very important. So if you like little green men and aliens and the potential destruction of Earth from an alien society, I got your ticket next, folks. On the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. Back in minutes.
Traffic around Tampa Bay still.
And it is time for some alien talk on the MJ Morning Show at 6:21. And we still on the air this morning? Everything working okay? All right, thumbs up, transmitters up. Andrew says, don't risk it, don't jinx it. All right. While we were on vacation last week, stumbled across this. And I was aware of this guy because he had already made a claim regarding, you know, that cigar-shaped object that was apparently from a different solar system that hurtled through our solar system like 3 years ago.
No.
You don't remember?
I don't remember any of that.
Oumuamua, you know, Hawaiian for like the scout? Oumuamua was the name of that. Dude, you're telling really?
I don't recall
Oh,
that.
come on.
We talk about a lot of stuff. I don't recall.
Listen, I'm fascinated with space and all the, you know, the whatever the hell's out there, the, you know, trying to even wrap your mind around the vastness of the universe. And I mean, it just baffles me. You know, the fact that we're just this, you know, third rock from the sun, and, you know, we're inhabited, and, you know, what humanity has done, and there's got to be other crap out there. So while we were on vacation, this story starts making more noise, and it's another object. And there's a Harvard scientist who now has issued a warning about this interstellar object, which is flinging its way through our solar system. And he's suggesting that it could be a hostile alien ship that's coming toward planet Earth.
Okay.
And there's even a date on when contact could occur. All right, but there's a little more to the story, and the more I read about this guy, he was a well-respected and still is. Well, all right, let me stick with was. He was a well-respected Harvard scientist, but then many in the scientific community are saying that the guy went all cuckoo or something. That just. So this is the story.
And Harvard doesn't have any kind of recourse?
Well, that's what's interesting here. Professor Avi Loeb. And I'm aware of this guy from the whole Oumuamua deal with that cigar-shaped object back, a couple of years ago. And he's well known for pushing these theories about extraterrestrial life. And the latest now is an object called 3I Atlas, which was first discovered or spotted back on July 1st. He says if it's an alien craft, Avi Loeb warned that it could be carrying a probe or even a weapon. He predicted that such an intercept would reach a vehicle, an intercept vehicle, he's saying would reach Earth later this year between November 21st and December 5th. And he's floating this theory that it could be an alien craft and it could have hostile intentions toward planet Earth, or it could be very friendly. So take your pick. It's a grab bag. It's potluck. Potluck alien dinner.
Third Eye Atlas?
It's
like a triclops?
It's
What does that mean?
What does what mean?
Triclops. Like a triclops has like three eyes.
Hold on. Where are you getting triclops from?
You said 3I Atlas.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The number 3 and then the letter I.
Oh.
Not like
I thought you meant like an eye in your
not
head.
like an alien face with 3 eyeballs. No.
That looks like a scary alien with three eyes.
That's what you thought of.
Yeah, like 3I Atlas. How does he even know?
The timeline of an arrival at planet Earth between November 21st, and that could really F up Christmas, by the way, or even Thanksgiving.
The whole holiday season.
Yeah, it could be totally wrecked by aliens invading planet Earth. So the timeline is based on calculations that the 3I Atlas will pass behind the sun from the Earth's perspective this October, a time that this Avi Loeb says ominously suggested could be used to prepare the attack against planet Earth. Yeah, calling the object the mothership. And he explained that his position would be an efficient way, that the position of this object would be an efficient way to seed habitable planets with probes. Yeah. Anyway, so this guy's floating this theory of a hostile alien craft that could strike the planet within months. Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard. He explained that the 3I Atlas course is so rare, the chance of a natural space rock randomly flying along this path is less than 0.005%.
I mean, it sounds like he's done his research.
What is
Professor.
that? Was that a millionth? 100,000 millionths. Yeah, 5 millionths of a percent, it looks like, based on findings. Yeah, Loeb, an outspoken believer in UFOs, has concluded that the 3I Atlas may be an alien probe sent to the solar system. But when you dig deeper, and I always do, and again, I was aware of this guy years ago when he started to make some crazy claims about Oumuamua. And that was that cigar-shaped object that was flying through our solar system. And it was on a weird trajectory, and Oumuamua is Hawaiian for scout, as I said a few minutes ago. So it was like a scout ship. And most scientists think it was just like a natural asteroidy rock formation.
Not this guy.
No, he thinks it's a alien ship. And now we have another one coming, which could really wreck the Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday seasons.
Now, according to NASA,
Yep.
you're third eye blind.
It's not it's 3I Atlas.
3I Atlas
Yeah.
poses no threat to Earth.
Right.
And will remain far away.
Well, this is where, like other scientists are saying, what the hell happened to this Avi Loeb? When did this guy go all kooka-yammy? When did this guy go all nutty?
How proud would you be of your kids if they got into Harvard?
So
they get this guy as a professor.
Listen, I end up on Reddit, right?
Right.
And I'm reading all kinds of threads. I'm on message board. Listen to this. Thoughts on Avi Loeb. Astronomer here. I honestly find it impressive how Avi Loeb took a statistically quite impressive track record for a scientist and entirely trashed it within a few years. He has become an instance of pathological science, meaning literally that his own wishful thinking has convinced him of the accuracy of his claims regarding Oumuamua. He is so badly wanting to be the astronomer to first discover aliens that he just won't have any evidence to the contrary. Not to mention his toxicity behind the scenes is rather unbelievable. He's an example in which he gets into an argument with Jill Tarter, the former director of SETI, the search for extraterrestrials. I speak, at least for the vast majority of my colleagues, and I think for most astronomers, when I say that if he truly was once a great scientist, then most of his redeeming qualities are simply gone now. I personally would argue that at this point, there's a case to be made that Harvard carries some of the blame for continuing to keep him on faculty.
You know what? Galileo had his detractors as well.
Okay.
Copernicus wasn't always revered.
Here's another one.
You're right, Custer.
Here's another one. Oumuamua was rocky ice debris that did a slingshot past the sun, which he misinterpreted as icy jet thrusters and a craft made by aliens. He also got involved with Breakthrough Starshot, which planned to fire lasers strong enough to punch a hole through the atmosphere. His ego ruins his science. So, and then there's a whole bunch more that the guy has, there's one post I saw that they want his brain scanned because they think he might have a tumor.
You know who else had a big ego?
Seriously. Yeah.
Isaac Newton had a big ego. Coming out with those 3 laws of gravity. Nobody believed it. Like, you're crazy.
Anyway, so, I was reading this diligently because, this was, coming out and this new prediction from this dude, while we were on vacation last week. And I'm like, oh, man, I can't wait to get back on the show and talk about this guy. But it appears that this Avi Loeb, at this point in his career, that something went all kooky. Something went sideways in this guy's life. And now he's coming up with all kinds of kooky extraterrestrial things that are, you know what, Andrew, can you mark the calendar for November 21st through December 5th? And let's see what happens to this object. And if it is an alien mothership that's going to seed our planet with all kinds of alien probes and potentially destroy humanity. Can we mark our... Michelle, can you set a Google Calendar reminder?
Sure. What was the date?
It's November 21st through December 5th.
It's a window.
Yeah.
It's a window.
That's what it is. All right, 6:31 at the MJ Morning Show. Man, I've got a great pile of early morons in the news. I have you know what? On the 10 scale to 10, I've got a 10 scale pile of early morons in the news next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. I wouldn't miss one moment of this. If you have a garage door problem, there is only one company to call, and that is Banco. Bank on Banco. Bank on the best. I bank on Banco. I had a couple of things done to my garage doors in the last couple of months. I, first of all, had a tension cable snap. Usually, it's the spring that gets sprung. That's the number one service call, broken springs. And Banco will fix that quickly at a very fair price with their experts. I had a tension spring, and those also break. That's a little cable that goes alongside, like the rail, and those will snap. They fix mine like that. Also had some trim pieces fixed after 20 years that were starting to, decompose a little bit. Some of the weather strips on the. Hey, do you know that piece on the bottom of the garage door fester is called the astragal?
I learned that from you.
Yeah,
I know this now.
I had my astragal replaced. Which
sounds like something everybody in their, mid-50s should do.
Yeah. Hey, listen. anything you need for your garage door, whether you want a new garage door, whether you need a new garage door, maybe you want a hurricane-rated garage door, maybe you just want better curb appeal with a new garage door, whatever you need, new opener, service call, bank on Banco, mention me, MJ, get 10% off. Ask them for full details on the 10% off. Get 10% off at Banco, bancodoors.com. You got to mention me, MJ, from the MJ Morning Show. Let me give you another great service company that does work for me, has done work for many, many listeners, and I get amazing feedback, and that's Plan B Air Conditioning. Hey, our new system, Michelle, you notice the hallway's nice and cool now in the house?
I can walk around the whole house now and be comfortable.
Yeah, we had a system upstairs that went out. We had a 2-ton system that went out. And it was shot. It was like 13 years old. The coils were rusted and just all nasty. It just didn't make sense to repair it. So we put in a new Daikin system. And Daikin is the largest manufacturer of air conditioners in the world. It's a South Korean company. And the thing is amazing. And Plan B put this in, and it is working phenomenally. If you need a new air conditioning system, you want Plan B. If you need service, let me be very clear. They fix the vast majority of air conditioning systems, and they're not going to try to sell you a new system unless you really need it. And even then, they'll beat any other company by at least $500. Another provider that if you mention me, MJ, they'll give you 10% off. Any air conditioning problems with these hot days, you call Plan B Air Conditioning. That's 813-PLAN-BAC or planbairconditioning.com and tell them MJ sent you. Traffic's on at 6:34. Morons in the news next. And here we go, 6:39, rolling up on 6:40. Morons of the news, and I made a claim that 1 to 10 scale, I have a 10 pile of morons in the news. So I'm sure, Fester, you're going to be the judge of that.
Well, listen, I take you at your word most times.
A couple of things here. 2 drivers accused of racing on the Leroy Selman Crosstown Expressway. You see these maniacs?
7.
Way to grade me on each story? Yeah, TPD. I saw the video on this. Tampa police, they made an arrest a little after 10 p.m. Sunday. So, wrong time to F around and find out. Wrong time. You're racing, and then right there you got a Tampa cop. You got TPD guy getting on the crosstown and just witnesses these guys just blazing ass.
I mean, you want to talk about a road that's really well patrolled. I mean, so many officers live, in Brandon or work in Tampa,
whether it's TPD or HCSO.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I see him on the Leroy almost every time I'm out there.
Yeah, a little after 10 o'clock Sunday, officers getting on the expressway at Willow in downtown and spotted a couple of vehicles, a 2021 Honda Accord and a 2019 Dodge Challenger racing.
Who won that?
In speeds exceeding 100 miles an hour. So, boom, you got the super speeder thing going on. It's a 55-mile-an-hour zone there.
Was it a souped-up Honda? Because my money's on the Charger.
Yeah, the Tampa cop followed the drivers. They were driving at breakneck speeds, cutting through other vehicles without any regard for safety or others that were on the road. So 2 individuals, 19-year-old Angel Cortez Horea and 21-year-old Devin Harrison, were arrested. You can even hear the TPD officer on the body cam saying, dude, you guys are going to kill somebody. Yeah. And TPD believes that they were videoing this race to be then posted on social media.
Absolutely. I'd be surprised if they weren't.
Yeah, there's... I don't want to get too specific, but there's somebody else that I'm aware of that has videoed some of their exploits. And, when they get into an accident, that stuff's going to be used against him, his father. The father's an enabler for the kid's bad behavior in cars. And anyway, so let this be a warning to those who have a blatant disregard for the safety of others by speeding on roadways. You will be held accountable and your vehicle will be impounded. That's a statement by Chief Lee Burkaw, TPD Police Chief. No matter the time of night, everyone in Tampa has the right to feel safe on our roads. I'm incredibly proud of the officers whose actions helped ensure that safety. So there you go. All right, morons in the news, story number 1. Number 2, another Florida story. Some dude was making money by selling Smokey Bear forest fire signs that he was ripping off out of state parks.
What?
Exactly.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent pilfering. Yeah, a guy accused of traveling to Orlando to steal and resell Smokey Bear signs. And we've been over this in the past. It's technically Smokey Bear, but we all want to say Smokey the Bear, but it's really just Smokey Bear. You're supposed to leave the out. So, listen, this
I
guy's...
gotta see what the sign looks like.
Listen, I've seen these. Dude, these signs were probably when you were driving around Yellowstone on vacation last week.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent stealing signs by not stealing them. So this guy's business model was driving through state forests here in Florida and ripping off these Smokey Bear signs, and they're like full head to hat.
They're 5 feet tall.
Yeah, they're like 5 foot tall, actual cartoonish Smokey Bear, and he's holding a shovel. The guy's going through state parks, ripping off the Smokey Bear signs and then reselling them.
I would love to own one of these.
Well, see if you can buy one legitimately. Where are you going to put it?
It's
Where the hell are you going to put the smoky
In his front yard.
I'll put him here in the corner of the studio. I love this. This is
Only
great.
you could prevent bad radio show.
Only you.
Yeah, Florida Commissioner of Agriculture Wilton Simpson posted on social media to announce the arrest of this guy who traveled from Pensacola to Orlando to steal the signs, I guess as he meandered through the state and certain state parks, and then he would sell them on Facebook Marketplace for $1,900.
Wow.
He'd steal Smokey Bear signs and then try to sell them for almost $2,000 on social media.
I mean, Facebook Marketplace is so direct. I mean, you eventually meet the person or have some kind of interaction with them.
Yeah.
Now, guess what? There was interaction. When they arrested the guy, this is hysterical.
What do they do?
When they arrested the guy, they had someone dressed up in a Smokey Bear outfit, in a whole Smokey Bear costume,
Come on.
like a mascot.
Don't tell me they have no sense of humor up there in Tallahassee.
No, this happened in Orlando,
Yeah,
is
but
where he got busted.
Wilton Simpson works out of Tallahassee.
Yeah, but I think it was local cops that did it.
I blame Wilton.
This is unbelievable. This is hysterical.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what a dope. Yeah, do you see the name of the guy?
Why don't more police agencies have mascots that they can use for arrests?
The story that I have doesn't have the name of the guy, just him getting cuffed and stuffed by a police officer, and then as he's being put into the back of a police vehicle, Smokey is there in a full, furry costume.
Yeah, all the information is from the one post that Wilton Simpson put on his X page, and he just says a suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? Can you believe this? I mean, the crap that you don't even think of people stealing and then trying to sell. Smokey Bear signs ripped off out of our state parks and forests here in Florida. Unbelievable. All right, next.
I could fit in that Smokey suit.
You could.
I mean, it's a really big,
It's a large-
that's a burly suit.
You know what? That guy looks about it. Whoever's in that suit looks pretty damn big.
Yeah, I mean, if Orlando
Actually.
police needs any,
Any Smokey Bear
Yeah.
fill-ins?
any backup bears.
Hey, why break the streak now? Let's stay right here in Florida
Let's
for
do
Morons in the News. Let's go to the Villages. This lady drank so much at Red Sauce.
Is that a bar?
I think so.
It's, it sounds like it sounds like an Italian restaurant.
Get sauced at Red Sauce. Yeah. This woman was so drunk, she drove her Volkswagen through a golf cart tunnel in the Villages. She made a turn onto a golf path and drove. So Red Sauce, I guess it's a restaurant
Yeah.
in the Villages. When you think of Red Sauce, you think of like an old Italian red sauce joint. Like, something in Little Italy, where the mobsters hung out, like, I don't know, like Umberto's Clam House or something,
Let's have the meeting at the Red Sauce.
Let's have the meeting at the Umberto's Clam House. What do you think?
Yeah, she got so drunk she took out all the golf carts.
Yes. A villager busted on drunk driving charges after drinking at Red Sauce and then driving her car through a golf tunnel. Let me introduce you to Teresa Marie Calise, 71. Was at the wheel of a black Volkswagen when the vehicle was spotted on the golf cart path. Yeah, she's a Minnesota native. Told the deputy she was just heading home. Yeah, she had damage to the front of her car. They noticed that she appeared to be drinking. She admitted that she consumed at least 2 Cosmopolitans. Michelle, when you were prosecutor for the Hillsborough County State Attorney's Office, and you started out, doing like DUIs, right? Was that one of the first?
Sure.
Yeah. No, was that one of the first things you prosecuted, like DUIs?
I think it was in juvenile first.
Oh, that's right. You did juvenile. Yeah. You did juvenile first.
Don't confuse me.
All right, I'm sorry, but wasn't like that always when you used to read the arrest affidavits and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it always? Oh, I had 2 beers. I just
how
had,
much have you had to drink tonight? Oh, a couple drinks.
Just a couple.
Just a couple beers.
Just a couple beers.
Just a couple.
One drink with dinner.
Yep. Over 5 hours, I had a couple of drinks.
Then they investigate and find the receipts, or somebody testifies it's like 5 drinks or
they
a 6-pack.
They blew out like a .22.
Yeah.
2 drinks over 5 hours. Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So she said, "Oh yeah, I only had 2 Cosmos at Red Sauce."
Ew.
Next thing, she's like getting her car wedged in a golf cart tunnel.
Is the Cosmo the kind of drink you order at an Italian restaurant?
I don't know.
Maybe
I've
a
never had a
wine.
Cosmo. What is that?
I'm not even sure.
I know.
Is it like a vodka drink?
You know what? It's a cider drink. It's a vodka drink.
I know. I
It's a
don't even
lager
know.
drink. I get knocked down. I get up again. Why'd you look it up?
I will.
What's in a Cosmopolitan? Do you have it?
Popular cocktail known for its vibrant pink color. A classic drink typically made with the following: vodka, vodka, orange liqueur.
There you go.
Cranberry
Cranberry
juice.
juice for color and tartness. Some fresh lime juice, ice. Oh, and garnish with a lime wedge or an orange twist.
I gotta say, if I'm gonna get bent, it actually sounds pretty good.
It does?
Little vodka with an orange liqueur.
Okay.
Little vodka cran.
Yeah.
Put a packet of Splenda in there.
I'm
Forget
more of like a bee's knees lemon drinker.
Yeah, you like your bee's knees, don't you? Where did you first have a bee's knees?
Oh, somewhere in northern Virginia, Maryland.
That's a gin drink, isn't
Yeah,
it?
uh-huh.
The bee's knee. I don't like gin. Just whiskey for me.
You can't even taste it. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's why you. How many did you have, Michelle?
Just a couple.
Just a couple.
2
All I had.
on an empty stomach.
All right, are you ready for the Creepy Pilot of the Year award?
Ooh.
We've had a creepy pilot. Was it
Yeah.
Monday?
Yeah.
Guy got arrested coming off the flight
Was it Delta?
Yeah.
in San Francisco.
Yeah, Delta first officer. All kinds of law enforcement, Homeland Security investigation, feds, local. They stormed the cockpit of a San Francisco flight that had just landed, and the Delta first officer was ripped out of the cockpit because I guess he was involved in some kind of child pornography or child sex abuse, and that's great. The guy just flew a whole passenger-laden ship with 200 people on a Boeing 757, and then he's ripped out of the cockpit. Totally perp walked out in front of the whole damn airplane.
We call it something else besides a cockpit.
All right, flight deck.
Thank you.
Flight deck. Flight deck. I'm sorry.
Just for
All
this
right.
story.
All right.
Okay.
So now this is a Spirit Airlines pilot has been arrested in Louisiana, charged with stalking 2 minors in Missouri, I guess in his home state. Dominic Chipola.
Great.
Dominic.
Yeah, bringing all the attention to the Doms out there.
Dominic Chipola, 40, was arrested, cuffed, and stuffed by local authorities while working at Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport. I see a pilot arrested at Louis Armstrong Airport.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He was accused of creepily trailing a 12 and a 17-year-old in Olathe, Kansas, near his home in Missouri.
That's near Kansas.
Yeah. A military veteran reportedly joined Spirit Airlines back in 2022 as a first officer. He's since been relieved of his duty pending an investigation by Spirit Airlines and law enforcement. This is nuts. Yeah, he was living about 22 miles north of Olathe in the Kansas City area, and they booked him into jail. Not a whole lot of information is being shared about the allegations, but one count is classified as severity level 7, person with a felony, I guess some kind of stalking of a minor, and there's a prison term of up to 3 years on that. But, what we do know is that he's been accused of stalking a 12-year-old and a 17-year-old. There you go. Creepy pilot of the day. Unbelievable. That's why we call it Morons in the News here on the MJ Morning Show. When we get back,
What do we got?
well, the 7 o'clock hour starts, and you know what? Our 7 o'clock hour yesterday was really, really miserable because we only got 8 minutes in, and then the transmitter died, and we were off the air for 2 hours.
It was not a wonderful world.
Thank you, Louie.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. So when we get back, Do you know what time the average person falls asleep? This is really interesting to me. And what about the so-called toxic chemicals on your store receipt? We've all seen this, right? You've heard this.
Yep.
Julian and Chloe were both because they saw, like social media videos. Oh, don't touch the receipt at the supermarket or at Walmart or Target. No, you're going to be chemically poisoned. All right, what's the deal with touching the receipts? Let's get into this and a whole lot more next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM here in Tampa Bay. I have an automotive alert. Alert. Folks, this is fantastic news. This is breaking news. You now have a new Genesis automotive dealer in the Tampa Bay area. Welcome, Genesis of Tampa. Yeah, before you were very limited in where you could get a fine Genesis vehicle. Now, brand new Genesis location is open. Genesis of Tampa. Luxury comes standard. So does peace of mind. Every new Genesis includes the Miracle Advantage Plan. Yeah, this is owned by the Miracle Automotive Group. Great reputation. I know Mike, the owner, very well. So what is the Advantage Plan? 10 years or 250,000 miles of powertrain coverage, plus 4 years of complimentary maintenance. Hey, they've got valet. So for service, within 25 miles, they'll even provide a complimentary loaner and pick up and deliver your vehicle. Folks, you have a new Genesis dealership for sales and service. Go to genesisoftampa.com. They're right off 275 in Pierce is where they're located. genesisoftampa.com and tell them that MJ sent you. Guess who's done it again? It's not an oops, it's wow. They've done it again, and it's International Diamond Center giving away free trips for the entire month of August. This is amazing. It's IDC Summer of Romance. I'm talking really nice stuff. I'm talking great trips. So how does this work? First of all, you go get a fabulous piece of jewelry, whether it's an engagement ring, a diamond upgrade, necklace, bracelet, a diamond study, whatever the jewelry is at IDC. So you spend $3,500, get a fabulous piece of jewelry, and IDC will give you a 3-day getaway to one of a dozen different romantic cities. You spend $5,000 at IDC, they'll give you a 3 to 4 night cruise for 2, including port fees and taxes. If you spend $10,000 or more on anything, you'll get 5 nights at a luxury Rio all-inclusive resort. Amazing offer at IDC. International Diamond Center. It's August, summer of love and great vacations and trips with great jewelry. IDC, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, Sarasota, and tell them that MJ sent you. Traffic's on 657. Here's Shriner back in a minute. MJ Morning Show, 7 o'clock hour next.
We do have one.
I didn't even notice. Fester, during the commercial break, just pointed out that he altered his appearance last week during vacation. All right, folks, 7:02, it's the MJ Morning Show. MJ, Michelle, Fester. And if you're watching MJ TV right now, Andrew, can you grab Fester's camera?
You know, I didn't point it out. I didn't bring it up to anybody. Your bride pointed it out.
Oh, Michelle, you're the one that noticed this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fester apparently trimmed that awful, bushy, out of control, wiry beard that he'd been growing for months. And I just thought, before break, I thought it was looking unkempt.
It was.
I thought it was looking just disgusting, terrible.
It only made me love it more. And if it was up to me, I'd grow it down to my waist.
Oh, wait a sec. So it was not your idea to
No.
shave your beard that you were growing that was out of control, like weeds, like invasive weeds?
Oh, no. No. It wasn't my idea at all.
So what happened?
Many old ladies belly aching and
Stop calling Allison. You know what?
She's not an old lady.
I hate that term. That's like
Yeah.
that's like a biker gang.
Well, you know what I was just
saying,
thinking?
the head of the biker gang. Yeah, where's my old lady?
But
Okay.
with the beard, he was sort of masquerading as a motorcycle
Listen,
gang member.
that's,
I mean, really.
I loved it. I wanted it to be just big, nasty, disgusting gray.
You loved it? I love it. I don't care. I love it. All right. So what happened? What happened with Allison making you shave your beard down?
Like the beginning of July.
Mhm.
It started looking a little rough, just different, long, wiry. And she's like, "What's the plan with this? What are we going for here?"
Right?
What's the plan?
I'm like, there is no plan. We're just growing it out.
Yeah.
And she's like, "How long do you plan on growing this out for?" And instead of giving her a time frame,
Yeah,
I gave her like a length.
right.
I was like, I don't know.
Oh, to here.
Yeah,
you
I
gave her like to here. Huh?
I don't know.
As soon as I get to like ZZ top length.
Yeah.
I'll grow it to
Yeah.
mid chest. And the first question is why? And my answer, which might have been slightly offensive possibly to her, was who do I have to impress? I mean, really.
Oh,
Who am I trying? I said, who am I trying to impress? That's what I said.
The one good
That's what I
thing
said.
is that Festa was really effective in doing the dishes because he was like a giant scrub daddy.
Oh, so effective. So, I mean,
He was a scrub daddy.
all those baked on, caked on things,
yeah.
right off.
Beard got it right off.
Because you're a big casserole family.
Listen,
I hate casseroles.
I love I'm good for a casserole.
You know what? Casseroles make me angry.
I'm gonna
Just-
make you one today.
Just the word casserole pisses me off. I don't know what it is.
Nice little broccoli chicken
Who else?
cheese
Show,
casserole.
show of hands. Listeners, raise your hand if casseroles piss you off. All right,
and
anyway.
so she said, "No, thank you."
She said, "Listen, you can grow it until we take our trip, our vacation."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, that's part of the reason I want to look like this wild Western man."
Oh,
You know, and she's
okay.
like, no, that's just not going to be the case. So I trimmed it before we left for our trip out west. That was it. Big pile of hair stuck in the shower drain.
You just cut it like that?
No, I
Scissors?
have a pair of dog clippers.
What?
Well, there's regular clippers and there's dog clippers. Do
Yeah.
you know the difference?
I would not know the difference.
I don't care. I'm moving along.
Here's the difference.
No, I
oh,
want to hear.
Great. Okay, what?
Cord length.
Thank you.
Cord length. Because if you're doing a dog, you need a longer cord.
Here's
Right.
the question.
Yeah.
Move it along. Here's the question. At what time does the average American adult fall asleep?
I mean, average, that includes both ends of the geezer spectrum where they either go to sleep really early or go to sleep
Dude,
really late.
don't overthink this.
You
dude.
said
Come
average.
on.
I'm telling you
Just
how I'm getting to
don't overthink this.
Average.
So, Michelle, what do you think? What time does the average American adult fall asleep? And then it also goes a little deeper. How long they're in bed, and in most cases, people playing with their phones, right, in bed? Then I'll get into that in a second. How long they're in bed before they actually fall asleep. All right, so, Michelle, what do you think?
11:11.
You know what? You're close.
Wow.
That is, you know what? You did not go over with Price is Right rules. You did not go over.
Yeah.
Festa, would you like, well, listen, I've already given an indication that
Yeah.
Michelle's close.
I'll take 11, 12 Drew.
That was going to be my first answer.
$1, Bob. $1, Bob.
If I know she didn't go over, yeah, I would have guessed somewhere in the 10:30 range for the average, but
It is 11:18. According to research, the average adult falls asleep at 11:18. And here's the second question. How long do you think that the average American adult is in bed before they fall asleep?
I mean,
Thoughts?
23 minutes.
That is low, but you're not over. Keep
it's
going.
more than 23 minutes.
It is.
So
It is.
So do they go to bed like at 10:50 and then fall asleep at 11:18, or do they go to bed at 11:18 and they fall asleep like at 11:45?
Most Americans think they're ready to sleep by about 10:36 p.m. They climb into bed. The average person lies awake in bed for 42 minutes
Oh man, that's not me.
before actually falling asleep at 11:18 p.m. So those that are listening right now, oh God, it was right about this time we went off the. It was right about this time yesterday we went off the air. What are you snapping for?
I started snapping my fingers, and you even said yesterday, "What are you snapping for?"
Yeah.
And I said, "I think we're off the air."
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you said that we were off the air when you were snapping your fingers, and nobody, the streamers, like those watching MJTV and those listening to our stream, they could hear us, but the bulk of the audience listens on FM, and we lost our transmitter at this time yesterday.
Our listener TJ was the first one to get in, and he's like, "I think you morons are off the air."
I'll get into this later on, probably in our long segment coming up, around 7:25, 7:26. But I want to address my frustration. I was so pissed off yesterday. It ruined my whole day. I mean, ask Michelle. My demeanor, I was dejected. I'll get into this later on, but we had 3 technical failures. So the main transmitter failed. The generator failed at the main site after the Tico power failure on 50th Street in Tampa. And then our transfer to our backup, completely separate tower and transmitter here in Pinellas County, that failed as well. So we had 3 freaking failures. And we were off the air for 2 hours yesterday. All right, we'll get into that later on. So how about that? So those listening, the average American falls asleep at 11:18 p.m., and you lie in bed for about 42 minutes before you fall asleep. Michelle,
Yeah.
when I get into bed and I put my head down, how quickly am I asleep?
2 seconds.
It's like that.
Yeah.
So how about that for a little sleep management here? What's the deal with the receipts? And is there really a toxicity? You shouldn't touch the receipts that get spit out of the machine at Walmart or Home Depot or Publix.
It's like that weird waxy paper.
It's not weird,
it's
waxy
thin. It's
paper.
that thin.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like paper.
No.
That's
It doesn't feel like plastic either.
It's sort of like that. Sometimes if you touch it wrong, it kind of gives you that chill, like that. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
When
No?
the kids were younger, we used to have
Yeah.
a joke that would the Walgreens receipt be taller than the kid?
No, that's CVS.
CVS. CVS.
This is CVS.
We would go to CVS and you'd buy one thing.
Yeah.
And the receipt was 19 feet long.
And we're like, is it going
Are
to
they still doing that?
I think they've backed off a little bit because that's a lot of waste.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
10 people's receipts on
Right.
for coupons that rarely get
Right.
used.
The coupons that never get used.
3 customers go through a whole roll.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I got to put a new roll in
So,
again.
what's the real truth behind the receipts and the claim that BPA, a chemical, is on these receipts and it's going to poison you? I've had Chloe say it to me. I've had Julian say it to me. Dad, don't touch the receipt. And this I've been aware of this for a couple of years now. Maybe it's been floating around on social media. You've got stupid TikTok videos going around, Instagram reels going around. Oh, yeah, you'd never. Have you noticed on social media? See, I don't do TikTok, but, I'm on Instagram, obviously. And, man, all these freaking medical experts and, guys walking through Costco telling you what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat. And, everyone's a medical expert now on Instagram and TikTok, apparently. So what is the real deal with the so-called toxic chemicals found on receipts, and are they killing you? And my kids will say, Dad, don't touch the receipt. I'm like, stop. What, you want me to wear gloves? I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna walk around with a pocket full of like food prep gloves.
It's called thermal paper.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's what the receipt
So
paper is
it's a
called.
thermal paper, and the claim is that it contains the chemical BPA, and
BPS.
it's the compound. It's BPA, or it's got a sibling. It's a sibling that's also called BPS. So it's BPA or BPS. And the compounds are used in thermal printing to create text without ink. Now, the chemicals, BPA and BPS, they are what they call endocrine disruptors. So they can interfere with your body chemistry, your hormones, estrogen. And the deal is that you would have to consume an enormous amount. Touching a receipt here and there is not doing jack to you. I mean, so don't get all wigged out and cry, oh my God, I can't touch the receipt. Oh, I'm going to bring some tongs. I'm gonna grab some ice bucket tongs to grab the receipt out of the machine. You don't need to go all nutty, folks, about this. The fact is that the research into the chemical disruption of BPA and BPS from these receipts, the research involves ridiculously high doses, massive exposure to these chemicals. Like if you work at a factory or a lab setting or some type of an environment with an enormous amount of these chemicals, not like a retail operation, where you got the receipts coming out of the machine and the customer touches the receipts. Now, what about like a cashier? So if you opt, let's say at Walmart, to do self-checkout and the customers are grabbing their own receipts, what about if you have a manned checkout lane where you have a person there and they're constantly ripping off the receipts? And again, I don't think that rises to the level of BPA and BPS exposure. But if you are so inclined and you're freaked out over receipts, you know what? We got a lot of crap to be scared of. Should we really be scared of receipts?
I feel like more places are asking me if I want a receipt.
Yeah, more and more.
Yeah, I feel like that's been happening over the last couple of months.
Yeah, versus email or text.
Would you like a printed copy?
Yeah.
We went out the other night for dinner, and the guy's like, would you like a copy of your receipt? And I'm like, yes. And I'm like, why the hell do I have a copy of this receipt?
Do I really need it? I mean, when I do a credit card charge, I get an alert on my phone, of what just charged.
Yeah.
So if they try to, pull some shenanigans and jam up the tip or something, I'm going to get an alert. I'm going to know. Anyway, do we have any receipt wackos out there? Let's go to phones on this. Let's grab a couple of calls. 800-990-1047. Do we have any, receipt wackos or any folks that are, really, insane about not touching the receipts? Have you been sucked into, oh, my God, I'm going to get poisoned by BPA if I touch the receipt?
I'm sure they're out there.
Well,
If you're very conscious, if you've turned into one of these, receipt nuts and you don't want to touch these receipts, call us up. Or if you know somebody, or are your kids seeing the same crap on TikTok and Instagram Reels that my kids are seeing? Dad, don't touch the receipt. You're going to get poisoned. All right. 800. Julian said that to me.
I know. He says it to me every time.
800-990-1047. Are you insane about the receipts, or do you know somebody not touching the store receipts, or any other angle? Hey, maybe you work at the store. Maybe you've got some thoughts on working as a clerk at a store and you're ripping off the receipts. All right, 800-990-1047. If you're a receipt toucher and you don't give a flying crap, or if you avoid touching the receipts because of the chemicals on the paper, on the thermal paper, would love to hear from you. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
Yeah, the worst part is if you leave the receipt in your car for a day
Yeah.
it like evaporates.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
ever find like a receipt
Yeah.
and like the thermal imaging
It's gone.
lightens and you can't.
You can't see it.
It's pointless.
Well, Fester, I'm going to give you a warning because
Oh.
one of the biggest offenders is Dollar General.
Whoa.
They received a notification from
What?
the
They have
Center of Environmental Health in
what?
California.
They have too much BPA in their receipts?
Yeah, they exceed California's Proposition 65 limits of BPS.
Oh, God.
Yes.
AMC theaters,
Yeah.
Dollar General, and Burger King receive notifications.
What? That they're putting extra, they're trying to poison their
God.
customers even more. We're supersizing our BPA in our receipts.
Super toxic.
You named my 3 favorite places.
I know. I'm
the
sorry.
the movie theater, Burger King, and Dollar General.
Fester, you better be careful.
Whoa.
Let me go to phones. Open up the screener, would you please? All right, Andrew's got some calls screened. Let's grab Sherry in St. Pete. Sherry, you are on the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM. And by the way, folks, we are on the air today. If you tried to tune in yesterday and all you heard was or some other station filtering in, we had a massive technical failure and breakdown yesterday. I'll get into that a little later on of exactly what happened. Sherry, welcome to the MJ broadcast.
Good morning, guys.
Yes.
So my kids and I had a huge argument about this a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
So we went online. You start Googling things and looking. The paper, from my understanding, is no different than what used to go through the fax machines back in the 80s.
Yeah, same deal.
a
Like
thermal,
a thermal.
it's the
Yeah,
same deal.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the difference? I mean, if you were back then, look all the paper we dealt with fax machines back then. That's all there was. What's the difference?
Yeah,
What
this
is
is.
it today that isn't? So there was a huge argument at the dinner table about this.
Yeah, there's just this ginned up, juiced up like fear of receipts now. And again, I blame social media and these videos and people just trying to gin up crap for content.
Absolutely, but I don't think it's any different from what I've read than the fax paper we dealt with back in offices in the 80s when fax machines first came out.
It's the thermal printing method. I think it's very similar, if not the same. All right.
That's what it is.
Sherry, thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a great day. All right, bye-bye.
You too.
Is nobody going to bring up like half the people who use fax machines are dead?
Do you know there are places that still require faxes? Like pharmacies,
doctors' offices.
There's certain like insurance documents, and hello, you can't use a PDF file in an email. There are some things that still require a freaking fax. It's 2025 for crying out freaking loud. All right, Alana is in Tampa. Alana, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
I guess, I'm calling because I handle receipts all the time. And I must not be on social media as much as everybody else because this is kind of the first time I'm hearing about this.
You know what? You're probably mentally healthier for not being on social media as much as most people.
But you are handling a lot of receipts.
Right. So you're physically in a crap load of trouble.
It's a wash.
All right, no, go ahead, Alana.
Yeah, but you know what? I've been doing it for years. I think, I own a company. I have to collect receipts not only for my company, but when you own a business, you're going to want to itemize your taxes. So I think, it may not be the business owner handling them necessarily. It's more the office staff or someone like that. And I've never had anyone tell me, oh, that's horrible. Don't do that. Or, whether you're collecting your gas receipts or you've got crews that are bringing you receipts from money they've spent in the field. The thing is that everything's bad for you nowadays. Like,
Do you have any health issues? Since you touch a lot of receipts, when's the last time you had a full physical?
I get one every year, and I'm perfectly healthy. So again, that's why I don't understand. If you're letting your kids drink out of plastic bottles and plastic water bottles, and I think that's much worse than handling receipts.
And listen, that's another concern, like the BPA and plastic water bottles. Alana, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Let me grab, Andrew, I'll take 2 more here, and then I got to move on because that'll butt us up against the time we got to break because we're going to launch over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ in just a matter of minutes. Adam in St. Pete. Adam, you're on the poisonous receipt lines. Go ahead.
Hi, MJ.
Yeah, go ahead, Adam.
Oh, hi. So I say like Fester too a lot. So I don't have this problem specifically, but I have a friend that is very superstitious about that kind of stuff, and he probably heard it just somewhere on social media, and now he just won't touch them of any kind at all.
How old's your friend?
23, I think.
Yeah. And if you're out with your friend and you touch a receipt, do you get a lecture? Hello, Adam? What the hell happened? All of our phones just dropped. Oh, my. You know what? This place is just a technical wreck. All the phone lines on hold just dropped. You heard the now they're ringing. Nope. Are the phones working? Do we have dial tone? Yeah, I just watched. All of the calls on hold just dropped. You heard the click on Adam. It went click, and he was gone, and all the phone lines just dropped.
I was a little bored by his call, so silver lining.
Hey, did you hear? You hear about the British vacationer that tried to drown a relative in a swimming pool in Polk County?
Was this horseplay, or was he really trying to, off somebody?
So you got a British dude was on vacation with family members in Polk County. He's now been charged with attempted murder after Polk County deputies said he tried to drown his daughter-in-law. What the hell? Can't do that over in England? You can't do that across the pond? Mark Gibbon of Beaconsfield.
Hello.
Hello. Mark Gibbon, 62 years old, of Beaconsfield, England.
We're on holiday in Polk County.
Yeah. They were vacation with his family at the Solterra Resort in Davenport.
Yes, the hamlet of Davenport.
Sunday afternoon, they were in the swimming pool at their rental home. Some type of an argument ensued between he and his 33-year-old daughter-in-law about the grandkids. The argument took a really bad turn, turned violent, and he started trying to force her head underwater and hold her down.
Take that, you limey wench.
The Polk County Sheriff's Office said that he repeated the attack multiple times. The victim's 9-year-old daughter had to jump into the pool to try to stop the grandfather from drowning the daughter-in-law. What the hell? Unbelievable. So now this guy's going to face the long arm of the Grady Judd justice in Polk County. What the hell? All right, 7:25 at the MJ Morning Show. Oh, man, I'm running. How did I get so late?
Well, you're bitching about the phone
yeah,
lines
whatever.
and this and that. There's reasons.
I didn't mean to go this late. All right, so we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. When we return, there is body cam video of a drunk woman in a car. You're not going to believe this. Body cam of a drunk woman that is amazing. Stupidity beyond belief on display. We'll get to that next. Also, a humiliating wedding prank that is insane. Oh, and the Texas horn dog female police officer. Yeah, you got to hear this. It's all next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM. If you've got a roof issue, who do you call? You call Westfall. Westfall Roofing will repair your roof or replace your roof. So we've got two different categories here. Maybe you have a roof leak, and overall your roof is in, decent shape. It's got some more to life. You call Westfall. They'll find the leaks. They'll fix the leaks. They'll do a phenomenal job. They've been around since 1989, family-run company. They have the best crews in town. Westfall Roofing. Let's say you need a new roof. Average roof life in Florida, about 15 to 20 years. I'm in that zone right now. My roof is 21 years old, and I'm talking to Westfall right now about a full roof replacement at my house. If I use Westfall, folks, that ought to be an indication for you. WestfallRoofing.com. If you have any roofing issue, we're getting into hurricane season more in depth now. Things are starting to heat up. Make sure your roof's in good shape. WestfallRoofing.com. WestfallRoofing.com, and tell them MJ sent you. Another very important element at your house, your windows. If you need window and door replacements, just don't look any further than WeatherTight Mike and WeatherTight Windows. People love WeatherTight Mike. The fact that you get PGT custom windows and doors made right here in Florida, right in North Venice. They make an incredible product, but that's only half the battle. So you have a great window and door product that is built for the Florida climate. You have to have good installation. You can have a good window, but if you have lousy installation, you're hosed. And there's a lot of bad installers out there. So don't think you're getting, a great deal and this, and then you get lousy installation, then you get a whole crapped up window job, and you got to redo it at some point. No, you want WeatherTight Mike, WeatherTight windows. Right now, $200 rebate per door, $100 rebate per window. Get your house in good shape as hurricane season heats up. It's WeatherTightWindows.com, WeatherTightWindows.com. Tell WeatherTight Mike MJ sent you, and don't forget the cookies. 727, traffic's on. Let's grab Shriner back in a minute. I know how I got late, but I got late. But hey, don't worry. You still get over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. 7:32. I'm like 5 minutes later than I like to be right here. Anyway, you'll get the same amount of content. Welcome back, everybody. MJ broadcast. Yes, we are on the air this morning. There was nothing wrong with your radio. Yesterday, we had just equipment failure after failure. We had 3 transmitter failures in a row. I'll explain in just a matter of minutes. Stand by. I have audio of a drunk woman pulled over by police. That's unbelievable. I think this happened in Ohio. The woman is talking into a napkin thinking it's a cell phone. In her car. I mean, how do you know when you're drunk? When you're talking into a fast food napkin and you think it's your cell phone.
How is the reception?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Yes. Make it closer to a window.
Is it 4G or 5G on that napkin? This is insane. Listen to this woman, and the cop is being patient. Body cam is rolling.
I have 2 different breathalyzer things in my car.
Well, those are garage door openers.
So she thinks her garage door opener, her little clickers, she thinks those are breathalyzers. What is she blowing into her garage door opener? Yep, looks like a 0.0 on this thing. These are the people that are sometimes on the roads, folks.
It says I'm good, and my garage door is closed.
I have 2 different breathalyzer things in my car.
Well, those are garage door openers.
Which are also breathalyzing submission.
Oh.
What? All right, this lady is lit.
Well, that's cool.
I'm going to call my brother-in-law, who is a 411.
What's a 411?
She's going to call her brother-in-law, who is a 4... No, that's your blood alcohol level, lady.
It might be.
Yeah, your blood alcohol level's a 411. So she's holding a Michelle, she's holding a white, fast food, napkin to her head and ear, thinking that's a cell phone, and she's calling her brother-in-law.
I mean, that's tactily is not even.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that happens.
I don't know.
Is it flopping around? Is it blowing in the wind?
I don't know. Let me scroll on my napkin. I want to look at some Instagram reels on my napkin.
What's your phone number for the report?
Yeah, and I'm going to talk to in private.
That's not a phone. It's a hand wipe.
I know, it's a hand wipe. It's still a phone. It's still a phone.
Oh, I'm sorry. It might have been a hand wipe.
Oh, like those lemon-scented little...
Yeah. No, just like a what are those, Sandy wipe,
Yeah, okay.
handy wipe or whatever. All right.
Okay, don't you know what? Mm-hmm. Don't ever remain me as a dumb.
I'm not.
Don't ever remain me as a dumb what?
Whoa.
All right, this lady is out of control. Can you imagine being on the road with a person that is this intoxicated?
Yeah, you did. You said, Christina, I'm trying to...
What? Oh, but this cop is being so patient.
Okay, well, here's the thing about the cops.
This woman's a danger to herself.
Yes.
This woman is a danger to every other motorist on the road.
This officer is a shining example of this. Officers now...
A shiny or shining?
Maybe both.
Okay.
See how much hair he has. Cops know that they're on cam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, duh. They're wearing a body cam.
But it was a lot of... I remember when body cams came out and there was a lot of pushback.
Oh, so you think that he's enticing to get good material?
He's just being quiet.
He's working the room.
He's letting it happen.
He's working the room to get good content.
I mean, there were other things. A couple of weeks ago, there was a woman with a raccoon in her car or something, right?
Oh,
the raccoon,
that was a couple of months ago.
The raccoon had...
The raccoon was holding the meth pipe.
And I was listening to the verbiage of the officer and what he was using, and he wasn't aggressive, and he was just sitting back and letting it happen and letting his body cam document everything. And I see it more and more with law enforcement. Instead of, get on the ground right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. They're just sitting back and letting you make your own bed.
Right.
And that's what this officer is doing with this drunkard.
Just letting her lay her own evidence down for the courts and the prosecutors to deal with?
Okay.
I can have my own
Here.
the popo.
What?
The popo. Guess what my brother-in-law is? A lot of head above you. Yeah.
My brother-in-law is a lot of head above you.
It's quite the compliment.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so that is some of the drunkest body cam footage. I mean, holding a napkin, a wet nap or what, to her head, thinking it's her cell phone, trying to make calls. Yeah, you're wasted.
Okay, I don't want this old lady on the road, but I do want to have her at a dinner party. She sounds like a lot of fun.
Hey, speaking of cell phones, I wasn't going to segue into this, but maybe it'll make sense. What is the deal where people have an aversion to using a case on their cell phone? I saw somebody, this is while we were on vacation, Michelle, and I saw somebody drop I took Chloe out to get some dinner. Chloe was hungry, so we found some teriyaki spot. And
all they serve is teriyaki?
Yeah, this is
quite the business model.
What was the name of it? We're making fun of the name.
Was the name like teriyaki everything?
It's something like that. It was like wild teriyaki.
No, it was like teriyaki now, or just type in.
Was it in Tampa? Was it somewhere else?
Hang on a second.
I'm looking it up.
Look up the city and teriyaki.
Oh, teriyaki madness.
Yeah, that's it. That was the name of the place. So this was at Teriyaki Madness.
Well, I like some chicken fingers with teriyaki. That's all we have.
I think it's a chain. It must be like some type of concept. Teriyaki Madness. So we're getting out of the car at Teriyaki Madness, and this guy drops his phone. It looked like an iPhone, like a 16 or something. Guy drops his phone, and it took a hard hit. This is right next to us in the parking lot, and the guy's like, "Gee, it, son of a..." And the guy's just cursing up a storm. And I said to him, "Why don't you have your phone in a case?" And the guy goes, "Shut up!"
I mean, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, be glad he said just that.
I'm like, what?
Those are fighting words, dude. I mean, why don't you have your... That's insult to injury.
So I
be glad that's all he said.
He could have stabbed me.
No kidding, man.
But I mean, the guy was having a bad time. But what is it? Why do people carry their phones with no freaking case? I don't understand it. I get that, it's the sexy form factor and the aluminum feel, and if you put it in a rubberized plastic case, it takes away from maybe the color of the phone you've chosen or the sleekness of the phone. Well, what would you rather have? A smashed up, dented phone, busted screens, dented corners, bashed up corner glass, maybe some shattered camera lenses? What would you rather have? That, or would you rather have your phone in potentially much better shape by having a cell phone case? What? And I saw a story that prompted me to, ask this question and also relate the story. And I had that on my list of things to talk about, the cell phone drop incident. But I found there's a website that I like called Android Authority.
Yeah.
What a nerd.
I know.
You have.
There's a website I like called the
you know what?
Android Authority.
Shut up, Fester.
It's on all things Android.
Right, I know.
So there's
a big debate on who likes to have the sleek feel on their hand and who likes a case.
All right, Fester, clam it. All right, so you've got like Android Authority, you've got Android Police. There is various,
and you're a member of all these sites.
Listen,
yes.
I'm not a member.
Certified member.
Let me log in for my VIP services.
Listen, I got my hot Pixel 10 tips from these websites.
Okay, fine.
Because Michelle and I both rock Androids. We're both Pixel users since the first Pixel 1, and the Pixel 10 comes out later this month.
See what he can recite just from visiting those sites?
It's time for an upgrade because we've got the Pixel 8, which is coming up on 2 years old.
Oh my! I don't even know what Pixel I have, dude. You're straining my brain over here.
You've got the Pixel 8 Pro. We're going to the Pixel 10 Pro XL is what we're going to
You're
get.
killing me.
Ooh,
So-
AndroidAsshat.com is still available. We'll get that for MJ.
AndroidButtlicker.com.
Whoa, hey.
All right, here we go. So I
Don't threaten me with a good time.
on Android Authority, I found I broke my caseless Pixel but refused to learn my lesson. And it's a whole story about people that don't like to use phone cases. I don't get it. Remember, with this phone, Michelle, do you remember that I had the cases even before our Pixel 8s arrived 2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago?
No, I probably wasn't allowed to use it until you got the. Well, no, if you had the case first, I guess. Because there was one time we didn't have the case first, and you were like, "Be very careful with the phone.
Don't drop the phone."
Yeah.
But these days, the manufacturers for the cases, the phone makers will provide the form factor so they can get the cases ready, to amp up production before the phones actually come out.
I'm thinking with this new one, I'm going to go caseless.
Okay.
What do you think?
Go right. So you can curse like the guy in the teriyaki man. Talk about madness. This guy was in total madness that he wrecked his phone right in front of teriyaki madness in Connecticut.
Wait a minute. You just dropped your phone recently.
I did.
And it's in a case?
Yeah.
Did it do anything? Did it save it? No. You had to run down to the store the next morning and get it fixed.
I did.
Yeah.
So, that's the point. By the way, shout out to You Break It, I Fix It.
Yeah, it's a franchise. They're all over the place. Yeah.
So
You Break, I Fix.
You Break, I Fix on Kennedy Boulevard. They did a really nice job. They were fast. They were nice. I had the insurance, so a screen replacement was only $29. And this is the first damage I've had to this phone in nearly 2 years. So the case has saved me many, many times. But a couple of weeks back, it did not save me.
Right.
And I was going into the house. I had too much crap in my hands.
Okay.
And I had my phone in my hand. I dropped the phone. It fell face down on the garage floor. And it did crack the screen.
Yep.
And then I couldn't even get into the damn phone because the tactile, the feel of the phone, or when the touch screen got damaged, and the whole row for my password to get in, the thumbprint wouldn't work, the facial recognition wouldn't work, and I couldn't type in the number because I damaged the screen. So I had the insurance, so they fixed my screen. So 1 month before I'm about to get the new Pixel 10, I break the screen, but it was only $29, and I was in a case. It was in a
right.
So
okay, but here, let me say this to you.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know what was worse, the 12 hours of you without your phone or the 12 hours yesterday after the debacle on the air.
Oh,
However,
God.
you see what happens with you, and I think with most guys too, is that you guys are carrying your phones more like in your hands and you're piling it up on top of things. I have a purse or a bag, and I almost never carry the phone anywhere in my hands. I always look to see, where's my phone? It's in my purse. Where's my phone? It's in my bag. So I tend not to drop it as much. I think ladies don't drop their phone as much as men because you are always piling it up and you have your hands full of junk. I don't know what you're carrying.
Carrying
and
big
the
old
phone
bowls
goes,
of teriyaki.
Yeah, and the phone goes flying. You always do that. Fester, where do you carry your phone? In your hand or in your bag? Because you're a bag dude.
You know what? I'm either front pocket or in my bag.
Yeah. And you carry it in your hands.
But you have people that don't want, and I see them all the time, people that don't want phone cases.
Yeah.
They want the sexiness, the sleekness, the form factor of their phone. I want a case because I'm going to drop the phone, and I want the best protection. And my phone has been protected for nearly 2 years, and my luck finally ran out. I probably will get a different phone case for the new Pixel 10 when it comes out.
Is that what the guy at the You Break, I Fix said? Looks like your luck ran out. Good thing I'm here.
I've got a list of other cases that I'm going to look into. Missy in Spring Hill wants to weigh in on this. Missy, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. Hello.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, Missy, did you missy us yesterday?
I miss you every day.
No, we were off the air for like 2 hours yesterday.
I was wondering what happened. My radio just stopped working. So I thought
No.
it was something on my end.
Your radio did not stop working. Q105 stopped working.
Yeah. Missy took her radio to You Break, I Fix. I don't know what the hell's going on with this
Take
thing.
the transmitter to You Break, I Fix.
All the other radio stations are working, just this one. What's going on?
I'm going to explain our debacle in just a minute. But Missy, what do you want to say?
My son has broken every phone he's ever owned because he will not put a case on because he said it doesn't slide in and out of his pocket. It's harder to do that when he has a case on.
There you go.
Yeah, I had a buddy, and he's like, I like the feel of it in my hand. And then
He just said it doesn't slide in his pocket. And when he was a teenager, he used to rip the pocket of every pair of basketball shorts so the phone would slip in between the mesh and the sliding part of the pocket.
Oh, wow.
So that he would, But
That
every phone. So I think that's why.
Sounds psychotic, actually.
It sounds like it's cost your family thousands of dollars.
It has. So.
Well, he's 30, so he's on his own. But.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
Well, that's good. Finally kicked them out of the house. All right, Missy, thanks for the call. But listen, perfect example. The people that don't like to use a freaking phone case. Son of a... I mean, the guy in front of Teriyaki Madness, man, I wish I was rolling video on that. And then my interaction where I'm like, hey, dude, maybe you should get a case. And he's like, shut up!
Shut up, dude.
But I wish I had that on video. That would have been 1 million views.
Yeah, I don't need you right now, man. All right, so is this the place? Because I think there's a Teriyaki Madness in Clearwater.
Oh, yeah, that's the... it's a chain. All right,
Yeah.
so there, the Teriyaki Madness that I saw the guy drop the phone, that was up in Connecticut last week. And there is a Teriyaki Madness
on Ulmerton Road in Clearwater.
So it's a chain. Ulmerton Road, Clearwater has a Teriyaki Madness as well.
Home of the pissed off cell phone droppers.
There you go. All right, 7:48 at the MJ Morning Show. In just a matter of moments, I will discuss my awful no good. What's the name of that movie? Can you find the awful no? I want to be able to recite. Bring it up on the screen.
Give me more information.
There's a movie. It's like so-and-so's awful, no good, horrible, miserable, terrible day or something. That should be enough to find the actual name of the movie. Or Michelle, maybe you can find it. All right, so 7:49 at the MJ Morning Show. Yesterday, around this time, I was supposed to do a story that I had teased on Monday. I was like, hey, coming up, what is it, Michelle?
It's right there.
Are you referencing the kids' book?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
It was made into a movie, so it'd be MJ and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll get into that in a minute. So the story that I was supposed to do about this time yesterday that I didn't because we were off the freaking air was a warning. Don't be a douchewagon to a clerk at a store. Now, I'm not saying that this behavior, I'm not trying to validate this. This is terrible. It's criminal. But you never know when somebody is going to be pissed off, torqued off by you, and exact revenge on you. So just be nice because you never know what kind of, criminal clerk you might have. Listen to this guy's gimmick. Listen to this guy's scheme. An employee at Guitar Center allegedly would steal the credit card information of rude customers. So if you were a rude customer, he'd jam you up with some bogus charges. He would steal from you. Yeah, he charged over $5,000 to credit cards that belonged to so-called rude customers. Guess where I saw this story? Guitar World.
I mean, if something happens at Guitar Center, you'd expect Guitar World to carry it.
This popped up in my feed for some reason. I love my little news feed because you never know what the hell's going to pop up. So there's a web, and I've heard of this. I think it was a magazine years ago, right? GuitarWorld.com. A Guitar Center employee from Ohio has admitted that he copied a customer's credit card, used it to make personal purchases that were charged to that account. According to Cleveland.com, story picked up by Guitar World, the theft was flagged by a customer after he noted that a transaction was made at the store that he didn't recognize. And it turned out an employee stole his credit card information, charged $5,087 to credit cards that belonged also to two other customers. And the reason why, if they were rude to him, then he just decided to go all, wacky on their credit cards. According to Guitar Center CEO Gabe Dalporto, this is unacceptable. This is behavior that we will not tolerate. So, listen, just a little bit of a warning. If you're rude or nasty to a store clerk and they potentially have your credit card information, well, I mean, these days, though, we're just typically in most places sliding the card into the reader ourselves, and the clerks don't even touch the card.
You know what I mean? I don't even like sliding my card in. If I can't tap it, I think twice.
Yeah. The 18-year-old employee stated that he chose customers who were rude to him or used foul language to make situations bad for them by stealing their credit card information and then charging up crap.
What happened to the good old days of just signing customers up on mailing lists?
Yeah, that was fun, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was like a time for like 30 days I worked at Montgomery Ward.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of customer information.
Yeah.
And if there was pissy customers, we had a guy there. He would sign them up for every junk mail.
Really?
Magazine crap. They're probably still getting stuff because of this guy.
Man.
Festa, bring up my Instagram, would you please?
Yes.
Did I curse on my Instagram yesterday?
I don't think so.
I don't think I did.
I saw it.
All right, bring up my Instagram. I want to address our technical meltdown yesterday. And if you try, I mean, I hate to see what today's overnight ratings are going to, the counts. It's going to be just a bucket of vomit. I mean, I don't even want to. We lost how many listeners yesterday because we were off the air for 2 hours?
6,582,412.
I was in a state. I hope all of our listeners come back. Because listen, I'm just being honest here. I'm opening up. I'm letting it all hang out. At 7:08 yesterday morning, there was a TECO power failure at our transmitter site in Palm River off of 50th in Tampa off of the Leroy Selman Expressway. So that's our main transmitter site with our dinky little crappy tower. And we lost power from TECO. We go to the TECO power outage map, and we were the only customer. Like, they'll have a cluster, and they'll have a little circle, and then it's like there's a number in the circle of the number of customers without power. Mm-hmm. It said 1.
Us.
1. It was our transmitter had no power from TECO yesterday.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Was it a TECO issue?
We don't know.
Or was there a rat that died in the transformer box?
Did
something get corroded?
No, it wasn't.
Did a wire snap?
The power was out due to TECO.
Okay, all right.
But here's the problem. So that was issue number 1. Our main transmitter power went out. We're supposed to have an instantaneous, uninterruptible power supply and then a generator, and apparently it all failed. So our generator wasn't working, so that didn't kick on to keep us on the air. So we lost TECO, that's 1. We lost main transmitter. Our backup generator did not work. That's problem number 2.
We got parts on order, though.
So after that, the system then fires up a backup antenna and generator across the other side of Tampa Bay, here in Pinellas, the Whedon Island area, which is like behind Derby Lane in St. Pete. And that failed. So we had 3 failures in a row, and that's why we were off the freaking air for 2 freaking bleeping hours yesterday. And we did continue, and we did stream on MJTV, and we did continue on the regular streaming. But man, I was just out of sorts. Listen, I care about this job. I care about the product. I care about what I do. I get a whole mindset. My life is built around, performing on this program and culling and collating and putting together an entire show of content. And I have it all worked out. And it trampled on my rhythm. It just trampled on my life yesterday, because nothing is worse than being off the air. It's like being a pilot and both engines go out over the Pacific. And that's what it felt like yesterday. And Michelle, you could attest to the fact I was a wreck. I was a disaster. I felt like total ass.
I fled the house.
You fled. You fled the house. I mean, you don't have to ruin the house. You fled.
Yeah.
MJ, okay, this is,
So the morning show was destroyed yesterday.
Okay, it was.
My day was destroyed yesterday.
Wait, and let me just point out, Fester's asking like why and what happened.
Yeah.
And when things happen like that, once is happenstance. So it's just like dumb luck that the TECO thing happened, right? Twice is a coincidence. So the second thing that happened is, oops. But guess what? Third thing, enemy action, baby.
What, you
When
think it was
3 things happen, sabotage.
Let's roll the Beastie Boys song.
So,
Yep.
Sabotage.
I don't know if I'm going to piss anybody off with this, and I don't care, but it sounds like a portion of it was our fault. Our fault in bigger picture. Not my fault. I mean, I don't do anything around here.
I'm going with enemy action.
You know,
I listen, I like our engineers. I think that they're very competent. They do a good job, but to have all those failures in a row and not have the backups work, that does trouble me. Yes.
Okay.
And they're probably going to hate you and me for this, but I like the guys. They do a wonderful job.
Max already hates me. He does.
But the other one likes you?
I was flooded.
He does.
And folks, would you like to call up? Do you have any thoughts? Do you have any questions? Would you like to just kind of soothe me and baby me and say, MJ, it's going to be okay?
We don't need any soothing or babying.
We had enough of that yesterday.
Well, let me tell you what is the ultimate fear is that being off the air for 30 seconds is the worst. Off the air for 2 hours in the meat, the biggest chunk of morning drive.
It could have happened at any time.
To be off the air for 2 hours, it's just the worst feeling in the world. And what bothers me the most is with the transmitter off and no show from 7:08 until 9:06 a.m. yesterday, 2 hours. We sent listeners elsewhere. And I'm hoping that all the listeners are back. You know what? I do want to take a few calls here. Are you back? But listen to me. I'm concerned about listeners that maybe found another station and it's still on there. Or
how would they know to call in? I mean, let's say.
No, I want to hear from the people that maybe went to a different station yesterday after we were off, but now they're back with us.
I mean, we go out, you tune in Kicks 96 or something like that, the country and Western music.
All right. 800-990-1047. When we went off the air yesterday, did you go to a different station and are you now back with us? Because what percentage of the people did we lose yesterday and they haven't migrated back yet? So that's like anxiety that I have right now. I need pills. All right, 800. Call us up, folks. Please. Just, any observations, whatever you have to say.
If you need pills, we got a guy that works down the hall.
All right.
He can get you what you need.
800-990-1047. That's how you get on. And again, my deepest, sincerest apologies for the technical issues completely outside of our control. I mean, I come here to put on a great show, and then our vehicle, our engine to deliver that to our fabulous listeners is destroyed by 3 failures in a row.
But the caller that just called in a little bit ago and said that she was listening and then the radio stopped, she thought her radio was broken.
Yeah.
So how many people just thought the radio was broken and just turned it off or didn't even change the station? Just like, oh, my radio is broken, and maybe they got to their destination. They never thought about it. They didn't tune into anything else. They just radio's broken.
Phones are loaded, and I'm glad you brought that up because I actually printed out a couple of social media comments from my Instagram. I thought there was something wrong with my car radio. That was from Ashley Erickson. Krista wrote me on Instagram, same here. Then here's Daffodil67. Me too. I thought the car wash did something to my antenna.
See?
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of people thought it was their fault.
I mean, you're beating up the attendant over at Woody's Car Wash, and he did nothing. He's like, hey, lady, I just washed your car. What are you coming after me for?
Yeah. Or Sun City or whatever.
Or Bubble Down. You name it.
Yeah. Speaking of Woody's, I wonder how things are down in Puerto Rico. Chris in Brandon. Chris, a little insight. Chris in Brandon, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Chris.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
Doing well.
Great. I just wanted to call and say, obviously, somebody made somebody at Tico mad. Per your previous conversation you just had, don't piss off retailers. You guys have to piss somebody off at Tico, since you're the only ones that didn't have any.
Well, the only customer on 50th and Palm Harbor without power was the Q105 transmitter.
Palm River.
What'd I say?
Harbor.
I'm sorry, Palm River. Exactly. All right.
You know what? If we would have had a transmitter in Palm Harbor.
What was that, Chris?
I don't think you lost very many callers. Us people that are genuine and we listen to you every day, we're faithful to you. We love you. I pulled up on 104.7 just to make sure it wasn't my car.
Yep.
before I started freaking out. But we appreciate you guys. We love you every day. I just thought it was funny to point that out.
All right, Chris,
Don't
thank
piss
you.
off your electric people because they'll cut you off.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. Listen, a good number of people did then go to our streaming platform because we did continue sort of a.
It was a mess.
We did some kind of a show.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off.
It was a mess for like an hour, and then the second hour was a lot better.
Yes.
I said a lot of things yesterday.
Fester
was
set the
just-
ship right for us.
All right. Amy in Wesley Chapel. Amy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning, MJ and crew.
Hey.
I too thought I had my car in for service the day before and thought those jerks did something to my radio. And then it dawned on me my husband took my car, so today's 31 for us, but we almost didn't make it. And I was happy to find you on MJ TV, so I was glad to know nothing was wrong with my radio and you guys, and that they didn't, give you your pink slip, MJ.
Yep. Yeah, they could fire us at any time. I mean, that's just the radio biz these days.
Hold on, is today your 31st anniversary?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yes.
Well, happy anniversary.
And the whole thing almost went to hell because the radio went out the day before?
I was like, quit messing with my car when you use my car.
Oh, yes.
And guess what, Amy? Michelle and I just celebrated our 31st anniversary back in June.
Happy anniversary to you both as well.
You too, Amy. Thanks for the call. How about Tasha in St. Petersburg? Tasha, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hello, first-time caller. Can you hear me okay?
We can. So what did you think happened to us yesterday?
Yeah, so I was like, I have it on my station every morning and just driving to work, and then all of a sudden I didn't hear anything. And I was like, I guess there's something going on with my station. So I was actually trying to find you because sometimes my boyfriend switches my station. Sometimes I'm like, oh, man, you fiddle with my radio station. And so I was like trying to find you. I'm like going through all these channels, and then I just turned on the audiobook, but then I turned back on my radio today, and you guys are playing.
Well,
so I'm like, okay.
Thank you. Tasha, thank you for coming back. That's my biggest fear, that we lost listeners and they don't come back because we let them down by having our transmitter busted. Times 3. Tasha, thanks for the call. Carlos in Tampa. Carlos, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey.
Yes, Carlos, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, I was just going to say that, no, we weren't going to let you go out like that just because of a 2-hour delay. There's not enough talent on the radio out there these days.
Carlos,
we appreciate you.
Thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it. All right, a few more here, and then I got to move on. You have my IG brought up here?
Oh, do I?
All right, I got a number of Instagram things that I got to talk about here because I was going to talk about these yesterday, and I didn't get around to it because we were off the freaking air. All right, Joanne in Newport Richie. Joanne, MJ Morning Show, welcome.
Hi, good morning, guys.
How you doing?
I definitely was a little sad you guys were down yesterday, but if it takes...
Hold on. If it what? Joanne, Joanne's gone off the air. Joanne, are you there? What the hell happened? Joanne is off the air. Joanne! Come in, Joanne! I hear Joanne there.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. It transferred my car.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I was saying, it's really sad that if 2 hours of a hiccup to your radio station lost any followers or listeners or anything like that, but I took it upon myself to sneak on over to your Instagram and found out what happened because you guys are like the best part of my morning.
Well, Joanne, that is very kind of you. Thank you. We're back. Hopefully we can stay on the air. Have a great day. Jesus is on the he's in Eagle Pass, Texas. So he must always listen online anyway. Yes, Jesus.
Hey, MJ, I just wanted to let you know, to make you feel a little bit more better, is the fact that you were still pretty much on air, the internet, because there was a one point in time when I used to work in radio that we had a thunderstorm or just rolling blackouts, and we would, the whole station would go off, the whole light would go off, and we would have nothing at all.
Wait, well, they didn't have a generator at the radio station you used to work at?
Nope.
Yeah, that's not smart. It's also not smart when your generator is there, but it doesn't work. All right, thank you, Jesus. Emery in Tampa. A few more. Hey, I'll take Emery, Glenn, and Nicole, and then I got to move on here. It's Emery. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Yes.
Hey, good morning. Yes, as soon as it went dead, I was like, oh, what's going on? I switched over to another talk show AM, and I switched back over about a minute later to see if you were back on, and it wasn't.
Nope.
So I just switched over permanently at that point. But not permanently all the time. You're my main show,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, thank you very much, Emery. I do appreciate it. It's like just digging at my nerves, and I'm just wondering how many people have not come back to us yet. Maybe it'll take a couple of days for them to migrate back to us. All right, two more calls. Nicole in Tampa, then Glenn. Yes, Nicole, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm much better today.
I've been a long-time listener. It's actually my first time calling. I listened to you back in the days of 93.3, but I never listen to the radio. I usually listen to satellite, but the only time I listen to the radio is when you're on. So when I turned on my car yesterday to go to work and you were not there, I immediately plugged in my phone, went to the Q105 app, and tried to find you, saw you were streaming on there, and I listened into it all the way into work. But I have alternate, means, and you're the only time I listen to the radio because I love your site, guys, and I love your show.
Thank you. Well, listen, if you listen to the stream after we went off the air, I was in a state yesterday.
I did, and you know what? I really enjoyed it, honestly, because I heard some stories. I know you were taking random calls, and it was really interesting to hear some stories that I also had wondered about, like when you originally went off the air and stuff.
Yeah,
so
Nicole,
I really appreciate it.
Nicole brings up a great point, MJ.
Yeah,
I mean,
does.
as soon as you got over yourself a little bit, we really had a great show.
Yeah,
it was just a different vibe.
It was interesting.
In fact, I went into work and I kept listening to you. Normally, I don't do that. I kept listening to the show on my phone because I was the only one there until 9. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, Nicole, thank you very much for your dedication. It's highly appreciated. All right, last call. It's Glenn in Citrus County. Glenn, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hello.
Yeah, hey, MJ. This is Glenn. I've been listening to you for years. And the problem up here, we're up in Citrus. The signal is very weak. I just thought I had a bad reception. I can get you in the car, but I got 3 radios in our welding shop, and we can't pick it up at all. You need a stronger antenna or stronger broadcaster.
Yeah, working on that. Now, listen, we're 100,000 watts. So we're 100,000 watts, but, our tower could be a little higher. So, hopefully, we can rectify that at some point. Glenn, thank you. And listen, Citrus County, I mean, you're kind of way up there, but, we still have a good number of listeners up in Citrus and, other counties. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
People tell me they live in Citrus County. I'm like, what'd you lose a bet? I mean, oh, my God. Citrus County.
Is it terrible?
Stop.
God.
Where is it?
It's way up there.
Hold on. You don't know where Citrus County is, Michelle?
I know 2 counties, Hillsborough and Pinellas.
You know Polk County.
Yeah, Polk County.
I don't know where it is.
All right, so we're
I know. Like, I know Great Jet is up there, but that's about it. It's up there.
No. Polk is over there.
See? There you go.
So Polk is to our east. All right.
Yeah.
So we're in Pinellas, right?
I know that because I used to drive across the bridge all the time.
Michelle, what county do we live in?
We live in Hillsborough.
That is correct.
Right.
So we work in Pinellas County.
Right.
Above Pinellas is what county?
Oh, I'm going to go with Citrus and Special said it's up there.
No.
And also there was a Citrus Park Mall that was a little north. I used to have to go on the Veterans to get there.
A lot of things locally are named Citrus.
Yeah.
That's still Hillsborough County, Citrus Park Mall.
Yeah.
All right. So above Pinellas is Pasco.
Because it's Pinellas Pasco thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the Pinellas Pasco State
Yeah,
Attorney's
but
Office.
I feel like that's a little over.
So above Pasco is her
mama?
No, Hernando.
Okay. Yeah.
And then above Hernando is
Citrus.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Above Citrus is Levy.
Oh.
Yeah. Doesn't your sister live in one of those godforsaken Bend counties?
I think
Somewhere.
she lives like in Levy County, I think.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that like where Chiefland is?
I have no idea. You're asking me those things.
Talk about losing a bet living in Chiefland. All right. All right, moving along here on the MJ Morning Show. What time is it? 8:11. We're on the air. Hella freaking. Oh, I didn't play my Instagram.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
Let me just play my Instagram from yesterday. So I had a little kitchen table talk to explain what happened. And folks, you got to follow my Instagram because I'm telling you right now, I put up some great content, and I got to talk about a couple of videos. More insane Florida drivers captured on video by us. Get to that in a second. Oh, the Ebike video, man, that has taken on a life of its own. Holy crap. I had no idea it was a kid. I thought it was an adult on an e-bike weaving in and out of traffic on Kennedy Boulevard with some kind of a death wish. I've got to talk about that in a minute. First, though, Fester, go ahead and play my message from yesterday on Instagram. And folks, you got to follow me. If you don't follow my Instagram, I'm Certified MJ Radio. Follow me, follow the show. So follow Certified MJ Radio and follow MJ Morning Show, both on Instagram. Roll the video, hit it, go. From the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay. And this morning was totally effed up. We were off the air for about 2 hours this morning in the middle of morning drive with technical problems. Our main transmitter lost power from Tico. The backup generator did not turn on. Then the transfer to a whole separate site in Pinellas County, that failed. We were off the air. Right, listen to I was this. so frustrated. I'm boiling mad. Here it I'm comes. upset. I had a great show planned. I've been taking my freaking blood pressure all day long. Let me see what the latest is. 248 over 170. Is that good? All right. We hope to be back tomorrow morning, 6 to 10 a.m., MJ Morning Show on Q105. All right. So people took that blood pressure reading seriously.
That's a little high, right? I mean, it's on the higher side.
Hold on. Andrew, you hit. Is that on the air? Were you on the air?
No.
Andrew, go on the air with me. Come on. Say that again.
I once hit 200.
Andrew, the producer, once hit. How did you hit 200 with your? I would imagine it was your systolic, right?
Yes.
How did you? What was your diastolic?
I don't recall.
How did you hit 200 on your blood pressure?
I was not feeling well.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. Bill Connolly was very hard to work
I was at a
with.
walk-in clinic, one of the urgent care clinics
Yeah.
they took, and then they asked me to lay down.
So
lie down.
248 over 170. I'm joking around, right? I had the blood pressure cuff on and, the Omron, little battery operated machine or whatever that thing is. And you can hear it going. And I post the video. People, look at the comments. People like, you're going to stroke out. Seek medical attention. Listen, I'm joking. My blood pressure is not 248 over 170.
I will say this. If you type in 248 over 170 into Google,
right.
The first thing that pops up is what is considered stroke level high blood pressure.
Right there, baby. Yeah. So it's a funny video. Take a look. All right, go back to my Instagram. Got to talk about a couple of things. There are two other videos. Did you see the guy on the Howard Franklin Bridge with a mattress strapped to the roof of his car? And then on top of the mattress was like some kind of a shelf or a drawer system. One of the drawers was opened up. I mean, talk about a road hazard. It's like, dude, get a freaking U-Haul. It's like, what is this guy doing? What the video is insane. And again, the stuff that we see just driving home every single day. All right, go back. Then, Michelle, yesterday, did I curse on that one?
Are you in the car?
I'm not in the car, but
No.
I narrated it after the fact. Michelle,
Okay. Yeah.
Tell everyone what happened. Julian's driving.
Julian's driving me around.
You're in the passenger seat.
Uh-huh.
You're on Kennedy Boulevard.
Right.
And you see this blue sedan that the whole back end is just bashed in.
Yep.
The trunk won't close. It's up in the air. And they're just driving around. And if you look at the very end of the video, I think they pull into the Move pot dispensary.
I know.
I think they might have pulled in there. All right, so
my car looks like that. I need something too.
All right, so I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can play the. You know what? Go ahead and reset this. So I narrated this. You got to see the video. The bashed in car video. It's on my Instagram. Certified MJ Radio. Check it out. All right, Festa, reset it so we can get the whole thing from the beginning, and I got to get ready to hit the dump button. Go. Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105 Tampa Bay, 104.7 FM. Take a look at this beauty. Must have been rear-ended by a bulldozer. Hey, I'll just drive around like nothing's wrong. No one's going to notice. The trunk won't close. I'll just leave it aimed up toward the sky. Birds can read the license plate. Oh, and the right turn signal's all bashed out, but it's still connected. I'll just put it in the trunk so people can see me make right turns and brake. Oh, and I have a date tonight. Met this girl on Hinge. She is going to be so freaking impressed when I pull up in this. What a chick magnet. What a P-Wagon. I think I'll valet park tonight at the meat market. What do you think? All right, so I'm doing like an after-action narration on the video that Michelle took.
You know what? I don't appreciate this video.
What do you mean you don't appreciate the video?
You're making fun of this hard luck guy. Got rear-ended pretty hard. He's got thousands of dollars in.
That is a... Do you want to talk about a rear ender? Look at this guy's car.
I know.
And it still works.
I mean,
he's still driving down Kennedy.
I mean, the engine part still seems fine. I mean, his bumper is trashed.
I don't know how
the trunk's not going to close.
I don't know how the rear axle's not all bent up.
Are they going to total this car out, or are they going to fix this?
I don't know how the gas tank didn't explode.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
After getting rear-ended. Anyway, you got to see the video. It's on my Instagram. It's Certified MJ Radio. All right, last thing on my Instagram, and I pinned this. This was last week when we got back into town, and we were in the car. I think we were coming back from seeing a friend at TGH, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Chloe was driving. Michelle was in the passenger seat. I was in the rear seat. My God, this started a debate. If you haven't seen this, this has got like 250,000 views so far. It's got like 250,000 views. It's kind of gone a little viral. And the caption is, Tampa cop tells e-bike idiot to get out of the road. So you got this guy on an e-bike, and he's going from lane to lane. Just before I started recording video, he's standing up on like one leg on the e-bike. I mean, to me, it looked like he was trying to do a trick. But he stood up twice before I got to roll video. I'm like, what is he doing? He's standing up. And I'm watching the cop, the Tampa police officer, is right in back of him on Kennedy Boulevard. He, cars are, trying to, weave around. I mean, it's just dangerous. And this started a whole debate. Look at the comment section, people calling me, hey, you're right, get out of the road. Then some people, hey, you're a Karen. Oh, why do older people at the bus stop? Because it's dangerous. I mean, it turns out, apparently the kid is 14 years old.
How do you know?
Because the kid contacted me. Oh. The kid demanded that I take the video down.
Oh, I got bad news for you, kid.
Yeah, so the kid demanded that I take the video of, first of all, I had no idea it was a minor. I thought this was just an adult on an e-bike because I'm seeing these e-bike idiots all over the place. I see them doing wheelies. I got guys in my neighborhood doing 50 miles an hour on these e-bikes. Total danger. And a lot of them are just reckless, total disregard. So I had no idea this was like a 14-year-old kid on Kennedy. If you look at the comment section, he writes to me, he's like, take this video down. I'm going to sue you.
Go right ahead.
You're in public, on a public road. You have no expectation of privacy, dude. And then he says, and don't pin the video. I pinned the video. So
it's only going to hurt.
So, all right, you got to see this. You got to see and the cop, the Tampa police officer, tells him, get out of the road.
Can you hear the audio like on the, is he on like the PA or?
No.
You can hear a little bit of a siren chirp to get the guy's attention.
Oh, okay.
And then the cop tells him, so then the kid gets on the sidewalk. Then there's a whole debate that he shouldn't be riding on the sidewalk. Listen, the kid should be riding on the regular road, but off to the far side in the right lane like a bicycle.
In the bike lane.
Well,
right?
There's no real bike lane per se there, but he needs not to be in the middle of the left lane, in the middle of the right lane, and it's dangerous. What freaking parents are letting a 14-year-old ride an e-bike in horrific Tampa traffic with the awful drivers that we have? I want to know, where are the kids? Do the parents know this kid is in the middle of Kennedy Boulevard on an e-bike? And then a friend of his comments, hey, and he uses the @ sign. And then the guy on the e-bike writes back, hey, bro, what are you doing? Why are you telling him who I am?
Hey, bro, shut your face.
And then it's insane. Look at the comments. Look at the video. Listen to my narration. Bring the audio up. Go and reset. So this is a little bit of the audio. And then people are chastising me. Oh, I got one last thing, and then I'll move on. But listen. Oh, you hear right there. You hear there's a little bit of whoop. The little siren goes off.
By the cop.
So this is the audio. And he's in the left
doing
lane.
Tricks and everything. Hey, it's MJ Morning Show, Q105 Tampa Bay, 104.7 FM. Cops telling him to pull over.
All right, so read the comments, watch the video. It's the first item on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. And then other people are attacking me. Hey, dude, it's more dangerous for you to be driving and holding your phone videoing. No, doofuses. No, douche wagons. No, I'm in the back seat. Michelle, where was I taking this video?
In the back seat.
Yeah, Chloe's driving her Mazda. Michelle's in the front passenger seat. I am in the back seat. And the one guy's arguing with me, no, you're not. You're lying. I'm like, you can even see Chloe's head in a baseball cap in the rearview mirror in the driver's seat. And clearly I'm in the back of the vehicle taking the video.
When the kids drive, we make you ride in the back. It's so much better for them.
Last time MJ was in the back seat of a Mazda, he got kidnapped. I mean, come on.
Unbelievable. Anyway, my Instagram is always entertaining. There's all kinds of crap up there right now. Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Ooh. Andrew says take line 5.
All right.
All right. Jane in Clearwater. Jane, hi. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, MJ. I just had an incident where I was sitting at a stop sign and an electric bike slams into me because he was on the sidewalk going like 45 miles an hour. Totally messes up my windshield.
Oh, God.
Everything. No insurance.
Yeah, that's a problem. So wait a minute. He's on the sidewalk, and he just keeps going and crashes into your car.
Correct, because I'm at the stop sign in like a grocery store about to pull out.
Oh, so he hit you in perpendicular fashion.
Exactly.
Wow. Like he T-boned you.
Well, yeah. I mean, my windshield smashed, my hood's bent, everything.
Oh, my God.
Jane, he's going to try to sue you, Jane.
Hold on. Did the guy speed off, or do you have his information? Did you call the cops?
The cops came, and he tried to play the, I'm hurt, and they tried to call the ambulance, but he didn't want to call the ambulance, so that they thought he was a scammer, and I didn't get the ticket, so.
Wow.
But his insurance won't pay for it because he has none.
And then, like, the e-bike army comes out, and they're attacking me on the comments. Anyway, go look at this thing. It's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Thank you, Jane.
Have a great day.
Sorry about the damage to your car. Wow. What time is it? 8? Oh, man, I'm running late. I meant to do this a long time ago. So Michelle, I really want to hear what you have to say about this.
What's that?
You just sit there, Missy.
This guy's new wife pulls a humiliating prank at their wedding, and the question is, can he ever trust her again?
So the wife pulls the prank on the groom?
Yeah.
Because I've seen like a couple of videos of where like the husband does something really stupid to the wife.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is this marriage going to work out?
We've seen some of the terrible videos where the guy violently smashes the bride's face into the cake. Remember we had some like Pakistani or Indian wedding recently, and it was violent. It was it was horrific. I was like, oh my God. Well, the wife pulled a humiliating prank at the wedding, and now this guy's like, I want to punch everyone in the face. I don't know if I can trust my wife from here on out. So are you aware of or familiar with, or have you ever heard of the blindfolded garter deal?
The blindfolded garter.
All right, so what's the deal with the garter?
Like the bride sits down on a chair.
Yep,
and the groom comes and like lifts up the skirt a little bit and puts his hands up the leg and takes the garter,
pulls, and then
throws it behind him for the next person to catch. So that then that's who's going to be getting married next
for the guys.
Yeah.
So it's guys catch the garter,
right?
And of course the women catch the bouquet. Well, here's where the trick came in. They blindfold the groom, so the bride allegedly sits down.
Okay, that's a clue number one.
Yeah. The bride sits down, allegedly. The groom gets blindfolded. Here's what happened. It wasn't the bride. It was another guy that they had sit down with the garter.
Uh-huh.
Sitting in the chair in place of my wife was my groomsman, who was in shorts with the garter belt around his thigh.
Mm-hmm.
My wife stood behind him, like talking, so it sounded like she was right there.
Yeah.
And talked to me, walked me over to keep me fooled. They put a blindfold on him. On their instructions, I got down on my knees, began reaching for what I thought were my wife's legs, continued. Once I found the leg, I found the garter. I began pulling it down, but at that moment, I heard my wife saying, "No, with your mouth, with your mouth." Had no clue they swapped out the dude with the wife.
All right, it sounds hysterical.
And then
No.
I tell you what, listen. This is a great joke.
He grabs the garter belt with his teeth as his head is like in the crotch, thinking it's his wife. Then there's shrieks and applause from the crowd.
Oh, they're going crazy.
With the garter in his teeth, pulls it down the leg. Once the garter was off, they said, "Stand up, take off the blindfold." And then they look over. Everyone's laughing, rolling in laughter.
Yeah, there's your buddy Mike just sitting there on the chair laughing at you.
Yeah. Where's the video of this?
So I'm sure there is video.
Also, what groomsman would go along with this? You asked if I would ever trust if he should ever trust her again. No.
Like, have you ever seen like the wedding photos where the guy's like, or the groom's looking away, and then they capture the moment he turns around and sees his wife, and then it's like his big fat hairy buddy wearing a dress.
No.
And they have a chuckle.
No.
What's out there?
I just feel like, I don't know. I mean, weddings are an interesting place to play a prank like that.
I will say, the whole garter belt thing just seems like something out of Hicknatucky now.
Or Game of Thrones.
I mean, this was something out of like 80s weddings.
Yeah. Did we even do that at our wedding?
I mean, make another sound, I'll strangle you with my microphone cord. Like the wedding singer?
Yeah, I mean, it seems so antiquated. I would never think of going to a fancy, well put together wedding, and it's like, okay, let's hike up the bride's dress.
Well, did you do it at your wedding?
No.
Yeah. Did we even do that at our wedding?
I don't think so.
I'm not even sure I got married at my wedding.
Oh,
I didn't even know what I was doing. I was there for the chicken piccata.
Hey, speaking of the wedding singer, we have to watch Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix.
Dude, I'm telling you, it is good. It is less than 2 hours. It's a quick watch, and I laughed out loud several times.
We plan to do it. There is a Texas police officer. Again, I teased this stuff a long time ago. We had sidetracked. I can't believe.
Neither can we.
Can't believe it's 8:30 already. So I teased this a while back. A Texas cop is being investigated after videoing herself vowing to give out more tickets that day because she hadn't had enough sex. And Andrew, you looked for the video. You think the video has been taken down?
Oh, it's been taken down everywhere.
Yeah, only still shots are available. And I'll tell you right now, this is one good-looking female police officer. She's very attractive. And this is a Texas cop, and this has started a whole firestorm. A Texas police officer is under investigation from her department because she posted a social media video vowing to issue more speeding tickets because she didn't get sex the night before. Jennifer Escalera. Jennifer Escalera is under fire. She says on the video, didn't get cracked last night. Is that a term?
I never heard
I never heard that either. So you didn't get lucky? You didn't get any action?
You know, I've never heard it, but I knew exactly what it meant when I saw it.
I didn't get cracked last night, so everyone is getting a ticket. She's a Harris County Constable Deputy.
Isn't that one of the big counties?
Harris County's Houston.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's big. That's the Houston area. The phrase getting cracked is slang for having intercourse. I didn't know that. I guess that's popular among Generation Z. What time is it, 8:30? You think Chloe's up yet?
I don't know if I want to talk to her about her cracking.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we could let that one lie.
All right, well, listen, both my kids are Gen Z.
Yeah. both your kids are probably cracking, but we don't need to talk about it on the radio.
The phrase "getting cracked" slang for having sex. Michelle and I have never heard of that. Fester, you never heard of that?
I knew exactly what it meant. As soon as I saw it, I didn't get cracked last night. I was like, "Oops, I know what she means."
Anyway, she's in trouble under full investigation.
No way.
The video's been taken down.
Make her.
She doesn't even look old enough to be a police officer, by the way. I mean, she looks pretty young.
You can become an officer. What in your
I don't know.
early 20s? Yeah, your college police academy.
23. I guess she does look about Chloe's age.
Yeah.
She was sworn in September of 2021, apparently, according to Andrew.
So maybe she's 25, 26 years old, 28
So this
years
has
old?
become a big story in Texas. She is now at risk of losing her job.
No way.
At the Precinct 5 Constable Office for the Harris County Sheriff's Office.
She runs for sheriff. If she loses her job, run for sheriff. Campaign slogan is "I'll crack the criminals," and oh my god,
Oh,
yeah,
stop,
crack down on
Fester.
crime.
Listen to this though. She blurred out on the video that was originally online. She blurred out the patches that showed like what police department she worked for. She left her name patch on her uniform, so the Escalera was in full view.
I mean,
she blocked out the Harris County Sheriff's patches on her shoulders, but left her name. And, people just started doing some homework.
Yeah, as a crime fighter and somebody who's probably fairly well versed in investigating, just blurring a couple of things out, it's not going to cut it.
This horn dog cop didn't get any action, so she's going to take it out. Listen, I'm sure she's joking, or maybe not. I don't know.
I mean,
but still. Why would you do that? In uniform, in your patrol vehicle? What was she thinking?
Why would somebody not crack that? What's his problem? I'm thinking, hey.
Oh, God. Hey, have you heard or seen the video of this passenger on an American Airlines flight that was caught by the flight attendant vaping in the bathroom?
That's a federal crime, right?
It is. So vaping, smoking in the lavatory on an airplane, that is a federal crime. Have you seen the video yet, Fester?
Yes. It's a guy, right?
It's a guy.
And he's like, I'm a lawyer,
and
that guy.
Oh, this guy's a mess. If you have not heard this video, if you don't know about this yet, you've got to hear this. Because this guy, he's just blaring and making excuses, and he's like trying to say, I have 25,000 followers on social media. This guy's, and it turns out he's like some kind of pickleball guy, and he's got he's got pickleball videos online. Anyway, they're taking this guy apart now. So this is a passenger on an American Airlines flight, was caught vaping in the American Airlines bathroom. It was American Flight 2860. I don't know where it was to and from. The video of the encounter was posted to Instagram by the passenger. The guy that was caught, he was videoing, and he videoed the interaction of him being accused of vaping. The video is of him in the bathroom, and he's videoing the encounter, the confrontation with the flight attendant, who apparently opened up the door. The flight attendants can open up a locked door. They've got a tool, or in some cases you slide a little thing, and you can get into the labs on the airplanes. And he has a meltdown. He goes ballistic. You got to hear the audio. So the guy's Instagram is dedicated to his career as a celebrity pickleball coach, apparently.
Okay.
So he starts recording. He's upset. The flight attendant's telling him, don't vape. So clearly they found out. Oh, the flight was from Phoenix to San Francisco. I just saw it. So American Flight 2860. And here is the audio. Listen to this.
It's a hazardous fire. I was actually sitting on the toilet and you were opening the door.
So he says, I was sitting on the toilet and you're opening the door. So this guy's such a vape fiend, he can't control himself on a couple of hour flight, and he's got to vape. Listen, we know there have been people that were caught like vaping in their seats. They pull a jacket over their head, or they think they can like like slyly take a vape hit and then blow it into their like shirt or something like this, you know?
You can't do that.
No.
What?
Yeah, I've seen video of people caught doing that as well. So listen to the rest of this.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
You can keep saying you're
Yes.
sorry, but I care about
I got
all
it.
these cats.
Yes, I got it.
All right, so the flight attendant is agitated, and he says, I'm sorry. She says you can keep saying you're sorry.
Okay, so it'll be on you, and I
Yes.
see you're recording.
That's fine.
Right.
You're not
And
allowed
she says, I can see you're recording me.
to do that. Did you put your hands on me? She just put her hands on me. Yes, she did. She put her hands on me.
So the flight attendant, I think, touched the guy's shoulder to try to get him out of the bathroom, and now he's making me the, oh, she put her hands on me. She put her hands on me.
Grab my phone. No, but yes, but she put her hands on me. I have a lawyer. I am a lawyer.
All right, so wait a minute. He says, I have a lawyer. I am a lawyer.
And a pickleball coach?
What the hell are you saying? So he's a pickleball coach. He has a lawyer. He is a lawyer. Dude, make up your freaking mind. Do you have a lawyer or are you a lawyer?
You could be all three.
Or are you a lawyer and you do have a lawyer and you're also a pickleball coach? This guy's a mess. This guy's getting roasted online.
I am a lawyer. Yes, I'm sorry, but you do not put your hands on me. You do not put your hands on me. You do not put your hands on me.
You do not put your hands on me. Listen.
I have 25,000 followers.
Oh, my God.
I have 20. Guess what? I have 26,100 followers on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio.
Yeah, and you would love for somebody to put their hands on you.
I have 25,000 followers that are going to watch this.
I have 25,000 followers that are going to watch this. So he posts the video, and people are like, dude, you're out of control. He's getting blasted. He's getting ripped apart online.
Did he think he was going to win this?
What?
Did he think he was going to win this argument?
I think he did.
In the court of public opinion?
How do you're vaping on an airplane, a blatant federal violation.
Was he charged? Were air marshals waiting for him when they got down, or whoever arrests you at the airport?
Yeah.
I mean, he committed a federal crime.
You know, you see him like going back to his seat.
Yeah. He claims now that American Airlines is investigating the situation with this particular employee, and that similar instances have happened in the past. That's what he's posting on his Instagram.
Whatever, dude.
The flight attendant did nothing wrong. All right, a little more.
No, that's my bad.
So they go on and on here.
Right over my chest. Yes. I have it on video. I was recording.
I have it on video. I was recording.
So do you want me to release this, or you want to say sorry to me right now?
If you want to release this?
Why don't they zip tie him to his seat? He just committed a federal crime.
I would duct tape this guy's mouth shut and duct tape his head to the seat back, is what I would do.
Say sorry.
Oh, now he wants the flight attendant to say she's sorry. Guy's on the toilets vaping inside the lav on the airplane.
Do not touch me. You do not get to touch a passenger. And I was in the restroom. You were opening the door.
I was in the restroom. You were opening the door.
No. I'm actually going to call the police when I get back to the ground on you.
I'm going to call the police.
Please call the police.
Oh my gosh, this guy's a mess.
This guy's an absolute turd.
He also has a sports agent business. He's a basketball coach, an intramural basketball champion.
What doesn't he do?
This is bizarre. And also you see what he's a fan of.
What?
He's an Arizona State Devil.
Oh, yeah, he was wearing an Arizona State Devils shirt. Hang on. Listen.
Yes, you do not put your hands on a passenger. You do not put your hands on a passenger.
And now they're walking down the aisle.
Trying to grab my phone. You assaulted me.
You assaulted me.
She assaulted me. This flight attendant assaulted me, everybody.
Now he's walking down the aisle saying, this flight attendant assaulted me. The guy is vaping in the bathroom on the American Airlines flight. They should have radioed ahead to have federal agents or airport police waiting for this guy for not following the orders of a flight crew and violating federal regulations.
That's a colossal error on Americans' part.
Yeah.
I mean, enforce your laws. Enforce the law. The one big thing on a plane. Two big things. One, don't bring a bomb. Two, don't smoke in the bathroom.
You interfere with a flight crew. That is a federal offense.
Flight attendant assaulted me. She put her hands on me. It doesn't give you the right to put your hands on me. It doesn't. You can't tell me not to record.
Anyway, this guy's just a mess.
Why didn't one of the burlier passengers stand up and just like,
yeah, you should have tackled him. If you were on this flight, you should have just made this guy eat like aisle rug.
I will tell you, MJ, I walk onto a plane and
have a taste of aisle carpet.
Do you experience this? And I don't know, and I'm not trying to, gender roles or anything like that, but I make eye contact with every other big guy on a plane.
Oh, like
every other grown-ass man.
We're going to work together if there's a problem on this flight.
I don't say anything to him, but I at least make an eye contact where I feel that there's an unspoken thing that if anything goes down, we're going to do something.
You're rallying. You're becoming the gang.
I'm not looking for trouble, but I'm not looking for it either.
Yeah, the guy's name, by the way, the lawyer has a lawyer, pickleball coach, basketball, whatever this guy does.
Yeah.
The dude's name is Peter Wynn. Nguyen. Peter Wynn is his name. And he's getting roasted. He's getting dismantled online.
What's going to happen to him? Nothing.
With comments.
Is it going to hurt his pickleball industry?
American Airlines, they confirmed that they were aware of the incident between Wynn and the flight attendant. A statement from American Airlines, a customer on American Airlines Flight 2860 with service from Phoenix to San Francisco was removed from the aircraft upon arrival at SFO due to disruptive behavior. We thank our customers for their patience and apologize for any inconvenience. That's a statement from American.
If a passenger would have got up and punched him 10 times in the face, what would happen?
I'll tell you right now, American needs to no-fly list this guy. Hopefully, American has now banned this guy from any of their future flights.
Do the airlines collaborate on a no-fly list like this?
Yeah. You know what? If you're on a federal no-fly list, that will extend across the board. But if you're banned from one airline, you're not necessarily. Let's say you're banned on American, you might not be banned on Frontier or Delta or Southwest or United.
So each airline can ban a passenger, but then the FAA can also do just across the board.
Yeah,
ban.
you can be on just a no-fly list.
It's like every airline except like Allegiant.
Right?
Should ban this guy. So, I mean, you can still fly.
What about Spirit?
No, we like Spirit. We like Spirit. Not that we don't like Allegiant, but, I see what you're saying. Give him a little chance.
Make the guy go to the St. Pete airport every time he wants to fly out somewhere.
Vaping on a plane is a federal offense, and I hope they went after him federally. Let me grab one call on this, then we'll move on. Garrett in Lakewood Ranch. Garrett, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Hey, how you doing, MJ?
Doing well.
So I had a similar situation whenever I was flying from, and I told Andrew a bunch of stories earlier, but we were going from the Dominican Republic into Newark, and it was about 2, 3 in the morning, and the flight attendant calls up and says that there was a passenger vaping in her seat and started getting very verbally aggressive in Spanish and was cussing her out, and then we actually had to subdue her, and then the Customs and Border Patrol met us at the gate once we landed.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, it's a serious thing. I mean, for my company at least.
Oh, absolutely. So, Garrett, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a nice day. One other thing on this guy, then he starts commenting on social media. So where he posted the video, people are reacting, and then he starts responding to the comments. His social media name is Kobe.pickleball. And he wrote to somebody on social media, I was sitting on the toilet. She kept unlocking and knocking on the door. I was in emotional distress and didn't know what was happening. Then he said to another commenter, I'm autistic.
You sure is. I don't doubt him at all.
And then the other woman writes back to Kobe Pickleball, apparently you're everything. As someone who is actually diagnosed autistic, your behavior isn't autism. It's selfish, delusional, rude, and narcissistic. Grow up and do better, is what a commenter. Anyway, a lot of people roasting this guy online. Guess what, folks? It's making a comeback.
What's that?
Which big box retailer that went out of business, closed up shop, intellectual property, assets were sold, and now the bankrupt retailer that went out in 2023 is coming back with a new name. What are you chortling at over there?
Is it Circuit City?
No.
I'm trying.
I miss Circuit City.
I know, it was a good store.
It was, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, man, why'd they screw that up?
Circuit City was where
Remember-
service was state of the art.
Remember,
Yes.
we used to have a Circuit City up on Dale Mabry.
Yeah.
It's near 275.
We had some good friends at Circuit City.
Yeah, Circuit City. No, it's not.
Is it Toys R Us?
It is not.
Is it Sears?
Nope.
Look, Isn't Kmart still in business? Like there's one Kmart left?
Or maybe that might have closed. Maybe they have an online presence.
I don't know.
Who the hell
It's not
knows?
Kmart.
It's not.
Is it Montgomery Ward?
No, it's Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh.
So
what's the new name?
Well, I never liked the Beyond. So
Yeah.
I was thinking in the new iteration, be more specific. So listen, I've got a formula to make this place a hit.
Oh, really?
You know, keep the bed bath because that's all right. We deal with the bedroom, we deal with the bathroom. So let me give you the story first. So major retailer, 2023 bankruptcy, physical stores are coming back. The once iconic Bed Bath & Beyond closed hundreds of stores. They then transitioned into an online-only retailer when someone bought the assets. Well, now physical store locations are set to return. The name was bought by Overstock.com. The parent company that owns Bed Bath & Beyond now has a new name, changing it over to Kirkland's Incorporated.
Kirkland's has been around. They've been a
Yeah.
store with like I don't know. Like,
But that's not to be
like
confused.
pictures and furniture and crap.
But not to be confused with the Kirkland brand at Costco.
Different.
Totally different.
That's from like Kirkland, Washington or something.
They should have kept the Bed Bath. See, I just
They-
want to.
I think you're reading that wrong. I
What?
don't think it's going to be a Kirkland. That's not the name of the store.
Does
I
Overstock
think it's
own
going to be
Kirkland's?
Bed Bath & Beyond Home is the new name.
No.
Kirkland is the company that purchased
No,
it.
that's not what I see. I see that it's going to be Kirkland's Brand House Collective. Is what they're looking
We're
at.
proud to reintroduce one of retail's
All right.
most iconic names with the launch of Bed Bath & Beyond Home. Beautifully reimagined for how families gather at home today.
Oh, yeah, I stand corrected then.
Yes,
All right,
you're welcome.
So my story does not have that.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
You just can't read.
It doesn't have it. Doesn't have it. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you're saying that the new name is going to be
Bed Bath & Beyond Home.
Bed Bath & Beyond Home.
Right. I mean, literally, if you look at the new store, I think it's the same.
So they're taking existing Kirkland stores and they're transforming them into the Bed Bath & Beyond
All right,
home
then
stores.
then I was wrong. I stand corrected.
All right, what was your joke?
So
You know, it doesn't work.
What was the joke? I wrote what I think your joke is.
I fudged the whole thing up.
I know you did. You screwed it up. But MJ, where MJ was going was he was going to have a joke and he was going to say what he thinks they should name it to. And I wrote down what I think you're going to say. So go ahead.
What do you think I was going to say?
I think they should, keep the Bed Bath & Beyond, but they should call it Bed Bath & Bitches.
That was one of my.
I knew it. I knew it. Michelle, I wrote it down. right here.
That was one of my jokes.
I wrote it down right here.
so-
Bed Bath & Bitches. You can't even see it. I knew
so-
that was your joke.
I had Bed Bath and Bazookas. So Bed Bath and Bazookas, selling bazookas.
Yeah, in the back.
Bed Bath and Boob Jobs.
That's great.
Bed Bath and Boob Jobs. Get a comforter,
right?
Get a bathroom shower mat, and get a boob job.
Yeah, right there in the back.
All right, and then I did have Bed Bath and Bitches, and they only sell female puppies.
That's it. That's it.
Bed Bath and Bitches.
You know what? They could merge with like a Petco or something.
Oh my gosh.
Bed Bath and Bitches. Anyway, so I righted the ship, I guess. I don't know.
The jokes still work,
It does. But listen, if I make a mistake, call me out.
I did.
I know you did.
I'm not afraid to.
I know you're not
I would
afraid
shop
to.
at Bed Bath & Bazookas.
I'd shop at Bed Bath & Bitches.
You'd be manager.
Definitely.
I thought this was funny. A guy has a deal where he goes into a bar or a place that has a jukebox, and he always plays selection number 69.
Okay.
So whatever selection 6, that's whatever his little joke is. That it's great. So the guy selects 69, and in the latest incarnation of his little stunt, he goes into a bar, and what he likes to do is play the song over and over again, and he waits to see how long it takes for him to get kicked out, or how long it takes for people to get really pissed off. So I read this little piece. I played "The Boys Are Back in Town" on a bar jukebox until I got kicked out.
I can listen to that song like 5 times. It's a good song.
So this guy is just this guy's just over and over again. Just how many times can he play before he gets physically ejected from the bar?
You know what? I mean, it depends what bar.
Yeah. We used to do this in when I was like, in 8th grade, though. Come on, people.
But you'd play the same song over and over and over and over again?
We used to go to the base cafeteria for lunch. They had a jukebox, and my friend and I we just jam it up with quarters.
Was
and we play
Oceana or
in Japan, Yokosuka.
Oh, in Yokosuka.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And there was that song. There was some song. I can't think of it now. I'll think of it. And it was an awful song, but so it's one of those like kind of catchy tunes that people did like.
Right.
But once you heard it 2 times,
right, you were done with it.
Oh man, people were fleeing.
So this guy was finally told to get the hell out. Just Thin Lizzy over and over and over and Michelle, you like that song.
I could do this song over and over and over.
I think that was the only hit they ever had, Thin Lizzy.
Yeah. I didn't even know Thin Lizzy sang it until just now.
How many times can I play this over and over again before people turn the radio station?
A couple more.
Yeah, probably a couple more.
But it was one of the first songs I remember that was like just so conversational. It's like, hey, guess who's back in town today? That Wild-Eyed Boy.
So, with certain jukeboxes, you can keep loading up the selections and the memory just keeps playing it over and over. So once the selections are cleared, and if you're next in queue and you load up the same song over and over and over and over again, it'll keep playing over and over and over. I remember at Ted Yoder's house in Virginia Beach, Ted Yoder's parents had a jukebox on their house. He lived a couple of doors down from me in Virginia Beach on Thomas Bishop. And there was a big Friday or Saturday night party at his house. And they had a jukebox. And I loaded up this song and it played a vocal band. Yeah, Afternoon Delight. Yeah, I think I might have gotten punched that night. Yes, I know about.
Oh my God!
I know about.
MJ, that's crazy. You never told us this about Ted Yoder.
My buddy Ted did a Fed stretch. Yes.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Ted did a little.
So, maybe he's not as nerdy as we think because he did have some, friends who have mugshots.
And by the way, I saw Ted at the high school reunion.
Did he have like an ankle bracelet on?
No, he's free and clear. Ted's a nice guy. He got into a little federal mortgage issue and he did a little Fed stretch. But it was that's the Ted Yoder. It was his parents' house with Afternoon Delight.
Oh man, that's great.
All right, folks, it's 8:55. This begins this ends an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. The 9 o'clock hour begins next here on Q105, 104.7 FM. Let me tell you about Veterans Ford. It is your Ford dealer, folks. I'm not going to steer you wrong. Get it? Automobile. I'm not going to steer you wrong into the. Yeah. If you're looking for a Ford car or truck, you want a new SUV. Maybe you got your eyes on the newly redesigned Explorer. Maybe you like an Expedition. Hey, how about the best-selling vehicle, the Ford F-150? If you, maybe a Mustang. If you're looking at a Ford car, truck, or SUV, go to Veterans Ford. Why? It's just a different kind of dealership. They're going to treat you so well. You've got the, managing partner and GM on site, Lorenzo. He's assembled a great team. You walk into Veterans Ford and you say, I'm here for the MJ deal. What that means, no other Ford dealer in town will beat an MJ deal at Veterans Ford. They've got a heck of a service department as well. If you want great Ford service, it's Veterans Ford. Veterans Ford, Linebaugh, and the Veterans Expressway, and tell them that MJ sent you. Two college brothers moving and storage is waiting for you to call so you don't have a miserable moving fall. Yeah, you don't want to fall. You don't want to fail. You don't want to hire a crappy moving company. Maybe you get sucked in by some lowball pricing, which they're inevitably going to try to jam you up and try to raise the price. Or you're going to end up with a company that just has a whole bunch of, hooligans, untrained imbitards that are, dropping your boxes, gouging your furniture, snapping off legs on grandma's curio cabinet. Listen. If you want a quality moving company, you want Two College Brothers Moving and Storage. TwoCollegeBrothers.com. They say it's the smartest move you'll ever make. And guess what? Over 1,100 five-star reviews clearly agree. Mention me, MJ, get free moving boxes. It's TwoCollegeBrothers.com. TwoCollegeBrothers.com for your next move or anyone you know, the smartest move you'll ever make. The Kemp Law Group is waiting for your call if you happen to have some misfortune. And if it happens, folks, you need great representation. You need a great attorney, and that's the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. You see the maniacs on the road. You see the distracted drivers, people running red lights, people that are on their phones, not paying attention. They're swerving from lane to lane. If you get rear-ended, you want the Kemp Law Group. If you're in a fall situation, you got to slip and fall at a store and there's some negligence involved. Kemp Law Group, they specialize in accidents, slip and falls. If you're injured, you deserve to recover. You deserve to be compensated. If you've got pain and suffering, you're injured, you've got lost wages, you've got property damage, pain and suffering, accident or fall, call Kemp Law, KempLaw.com. Tell them MJ sent you. Traffic's on here, Shriner. At the MJ Morning Show, Michelle just said, "Oh, I remember the song." Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Well, except yesterday, we were off the air for 2 hours. So we were just talking about some dude that has this little fun and games activity where he goes into a bar, goes to the jukebox, and he selects like number 69. That's his thing, and whatever it happens to be. And his most recent exploits was number 69 on the jukebox was the Thin Lizzy song, The Boys Are Back in Town, and his deal was how many times could he play that song without before he gets kicked out of the bar. So Michelle said, same deal. They used to play a song over and over again on a jukebox in Japan when she was on the U.S. Naval Base at Yokosuka as a teenager. And Michelle remembers the song. So during the commercial break, just as we're about to come back, Fester, you were out of the room. Michelle says, I got it. I remember the song.
What's the song?
It was bugging me because it's a great song, but it's annoying like after the second time.
All right, Fester, here is a little blurb of the song.
I don't know.
Do you know that song?
No.
Listen again. Does anyone know that song?
Is it Beat It?
No. Andrew, you put it on the button bar for me. You can't raise your hand. You know what? You know what?
You probably knew it.
Let's go to phones. Can anyone identify the song that Michelle and her friends played over and over again? What was the place? It was
just the so what happens is we didn't have a real school, and so we also didn't have a real cafeteria. And so we used the base cafeteria for lunch. So you had also all kinds of, adults in there who were eating their lunch, but then the kids would just converge on that place at, 11:30 noon, and they had a jukebox. And so my friends and I would get over there quickly, and we would just jam it up with like $5 of quarters and play the song.
The base cafeteria, because you were...
Oh, yeah, it was the base cafeteria.
Oh, the base... I wasn't sure if you said base or bays.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the U.S. Navy's Pacific Fleet is based in Yokosuka, Japan, south of Tokyo. And Michelle's father was in the Marines, and they were stationed there for 5 years. So does anyone... Andrew, answer phones here, would you please? So I've asked the audience the song that Michelle played over and over again on the jukebox... And this would have been between 1980 and 1985, right? Those were the 5 years you were there.
Mm-hmm.
And I've put this little blurb over the air. Does anyone know what song it is with just that tiny little blip of a sound? All right, one more time. Here we go. That's it. I think someone's going to get it. All right, let me go to line one off the bat. And I don't know who you are because Fester doesn't have the call screener up. Hi, who's this? Line one.
Kim.
It's who? It's Kim?
Kim, yes.
Hi, Kim.
Walk
What? What?
Walk like an Egyptian.
No, that's a good guess. Yeah, there's a similarity to the beginning.
I hear that.
Yeah, but this right here, one more time. That's it.
Wow.
You know what? Very good guess, but incorrect. It's not Walk Like an Egyptian. Thank you, Kim. Let me grab Roy. Roy, what song is it?
It's Obsession by Animotion.
Say that again, please.
Obsession by Animotion.
That is 100% right. Dude, how'd you know that?
I met them in 1985, number one. At number two, I've been a DJ for 36 years.
Wow. Yep, 100% right. Good job, Roy. Thank you, buddy. You win absolutely nothing, but thanks for calling.
Oh, no problem. Love your show. Love you guys. Fabulous.
Thank you, buddy. Have a great day. So how many times did you play that thing over and over again, Michelle?
As many times as we could. I mean, people were running, These poor guys who were like, come off, they're working and they come to the cafeteria. They want to have like a break for lunch and they got to listen to this 5 times. They're like, we're out of here.
I'm trying to grasp this story. I'm trying to, wrap my frontal lobe around this story. Did you see the guy that apparently won 389 jackpots in one day at the Seminole Hard Rock?
Let's go.
You know what?
Wow.
I saw the headline and I saw the guy standing in front of one of the slot machines and my mind couldn't process it.
Yeah.
It's like, what the what?
Yeah, I'm drooling. I'm drooling over here.
Did he? What was the duration of time?
All right. Here's the story. This guy, a gambler at the Seminole Hard Rock, hit 389 jackpots in one day, and he won in excess of $1.8 million. What the? Yeah, this was an announcement from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. They announced yesterday that Maher, M-A-H-E-R, I guess is his first name. O is his last name. They just obviously using the abbreviation or just the first letter. He hit a $170,678.18 jackpot on Locket Link. He then won $99,350 on Panda Magic, Dragon Link, over $258,000 on Golden Century Dragon Link.
So all of these slot machines now are like arcade games.
And
oh, really?
You mean it's all digital. Have you been to the casino in the last, I don't know, 10 years?
Yeah,
We have,
absolutely.
But we haven't played anything really.
But you walk through the casino floor, it is not, one-armed bandits anymore and the rolling dials.
All right, listen, we go to the Seminole Hard Rock because we like Council Oak.
Sure, of course.
Council Oak is a phenomenal steakhouse.
Let's go tonight.
I'm not a huge gambler. I mean, I'm a craps fanatic. I love craps, but believe it or not, I have not played craps. I mean, Michelle, you've known me to go on like 8-9 hour marathons playing craps, like in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've after dinner in Vegas, and it's been a while. We haven't been to Vegas since like 2011, but it's been a long time. But I've had some trips to Vegas, with friends or, radio buddies, BJ, Lenny, and, we'd like hit the tables after dinner at 10 p.m. and I'd come back to the room at like 8 in the morning. We went to breakfast.
Yeah.
Before I went back to the room.
Fun times.
So listen, I love craps, and I'm a pretty good craps player. I'm clearly up, tens of thousands of dollars career-wise in craps, but I obviously don't have a gambling problem. I don't need to call 1-800-ADMIT-IT because I haven't even played craps at the Seminole Hard Rock. I mean, after we've had dinner at Council Oak, and by the way, I'm paying full fare. I'm not getting comped because I'm not gambling.
Yeah, really.
I'm not a whale. I mean, I probably could qualify as one, but I'm not a whale at the Seminole Hard Rock. You got all kinds of folks that, they get their meals comped. You want a $500, $600, $800 dinner at the Council Oak. You're a high roller, whale, heavy hitter. They're comping you. I'm paying the whole damn thing with my credit card. But we've gone. I've watched the craps tables.
Yeah.
And I kind of have the urge. Let me jump in, but I haven't. I haven't jumped in to play craps yet. But this is enormous.
But this guy won on, it seems like, all the slot machine type video games.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't understand that.
But I'm still not 389 jackpots. So I guess these are the biggest ones: 170 grand, 99 grand, 258,000 on Golden Century Dragon Link, 115,000, 143,000 on other machines. But that only adds up to what, like 270, 600, 7.
So I don't play these I don't play these games, but I think you can win multiple jackpots per.
Oh, is that it?
Attempt, like
the different lines.
You win diagonal, you win straight,
sideways.
you win sideways.
Right.
And you can win multiple areas, I believe, in each turn.
Okay.
Wow.
But this guy, I mean, congratulations to Mar. Oh.
Listen to this. The casino, the Seminole Hard Rock, puts out a press release. This lucky streak is one of the most impressive one-day runs in the property's history.
Wow, good for him.
Stories like this show just how exciting and rewarding a visit to Seminole Hard Rock Tampa can be, said the vice president and assistant general manager, Joseph Wagner. This guest's incredible day is certainly unique, and it's always thrilling to see someone have such an unforgettable experience. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they've actually listed 5 of the big jackpots.
Right.
That means that he won another 384 jackpots of lesser amounts to take him from maybe the 900 grand that I just listed to another 900 grand to make it over $1.8 million in winnings.
That's amazing.
Yesterday.
Wow.
Holy shnikey. That's unbelievable.
Good for him.
You know what? I got a little taste and an inkling for a good piece of meat at the Council Oak.
All right, let's go.
I wonder if Ricardo the Butcher's still there. He's a nice guy. Yeah. Oh, Andrew wants me to take him. All right, fantastic.
No, Andrew, he wants to have a good time, so you're staying.
It'll be the best time if Andrew comes.
Are you crazy?
Come on.
Are you crazy?
Yes.
Andrew, please.
Andrew, come on, let's go.
It's my favorite restaurant in town.
It
See?
It's a great,
See?
Is your mic on?
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, he said on the air.
Yeah, Council Oak's a fantastic place. Absolutely.
There is a new accessory item on some Skechers shoes for kids, and I guess it's creeping some people out. So think about this. What, accessory item aspect, or you know what, maybe more of a design feature. What new design feature on kids' Skechers? First of all, I didn't know they made Skechers for kids.
Yeah, of course.
I thought Skechers were.
Everybody.
I thought Skechers were for 65 plus.
What idiot would not make Skechers for kids?
Yeah, it's like saying I think Skechers started out as a kid's brand.
Yeah.
Did it really?
I don't know.
But hasn't Skechers become sort of an older person shoe?
I think all shoes are older person shoes or kids' shoes. Nike makes shoes for older people. New Balance makes shoes for older people. I mean, it's.
I'm guessing that these days the shoe companies make shoes for all
Everybody.
ages,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
That's how that goes.
Yeah, wait, you know who doesn't make shoes for kids?
Midget Shoe Company.
Manolo Blahnik.
Yes.
I mean, come on. Jimmy Choo.
They probably have.
Although Jimmy Choo might actually make kids. I take that back. I don't know. But, come on.
Manolo Blahnik, those are the red bottom, right? No, those are Louboutins.
Those Louboutin.
All right,
Also probably doesn't make kids shoes.
all right,
You're right.
Louboutin is
Yes.
the red bottom.
Yes.
Manolo Blahnik, Louboutin. So I know all these.
Skechers makes shoes for kids.
If they have a storefront in a mall, then they make shoes for kids.
Well, Skechers has launched a brand new kids sneaker line, and I guess some people are like, "This is creepy," and they're going after, they're roasting Skechers online. The Skechers design for this new kids line features a hidden compartment under the insole that is custom made to hold like an Apple AirTag.
This is old news, dude. I mean, I've seen this before.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean
I
it's
mean, maybe
old
not-
news?
maybe
I
not
just,
with
I just
Skechers.
saw the story last night.
There are shoes. If we go to Amazon and look, maybe not Skechers, but there are
I'm talking
shoes-
about Skechers.
There are everything that a kid carries. They make where you could put an AirTag on them.
Really?
And listen, you go to Disney World. It's a big place. You might get separated from your kid.
Yeah.
And you can track them down before you have to alert the authorities.
You know, that's interesting because I was just thinking about when we were talking about the other day at what age you give your kid a phone. And I was thinking, gosh, kids who don't get a phone before 10 or 12, how do we know, right, when something happens to them, where they've been? How do you track them? I didn't know this, that they were I would always give our kids those to AirTags. We started using those pretty early on, but I didn't think about it, sticking it in a shoe in a hidden compartment.
Who's saying that this is creepy?
But wait a second.
I don't think so.
If you don't have kids?
If you've got a child, but listen, if you have a child abductor or if you have some kind of weirdo, and if the story's highly publicized, they're going to be looking for the little secret compartment with the AirTag that some parent jammed in a kid's shoe.
I don't know. Not always, and not before they can actually haul the kid off somewhere. So you at least have the last known, registered location of them, and then they have to destroy the device in order to get it to not activate. Right, Fester? I don't know how it works.
So the new sneaker line for kids from Skechers is called Find My Skechers.
All right, dude, look, here's Amazon, and maybe not shoes, but here's insoles.
Right.
Insoles that you can buy and put in your kids' shoes.
Okay.
From size 13.5 to
Is it
size
just
2.
kids? Or is this like if someone steals your shoes at the bowling alley, you can find them?
I'm getting these insoles for you, buddy.
No, you're right.
But
Okay.
look, you put the AirTag
Yeah.
in the
I
middle
see,
of
I
the
see.
beefiest part of the
Yeah.
insole.
Yeah.
You never feel it,
Right.
but you know where that person is.
Oh,
I think it's awesome.
I'd feel it. It'd be like the Princess and the Pea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd feel the damn thing. So Skechers on their product page says that it's used for easy tracking and comfort of mind. Hidden compartment under the heel of the insole has a screw-tight cover that comfortably hides the AirTag. Apple AirTag and screwdriver not included. Oh, it's like a whole. It's like one of those battery compartments on a toy
Yeah.
where you got a little mini screwdriver to open the damn thing up.
I mean, MJ,
Wow.
I think both my kids have an AirTag on their backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you put one on their shoes? We took a vacation and the kids, there were a lot of people there and it was a big place.
Right.
We could have gotten separated. I think it's just who's freaking out over this?
Well, just some people are commenting online.
I thought you were talking about the new Skechers slip-in feature, which is creepy.
What's creepy about slip-ins?
You just step on them and over covers the heel.
The shoes on the foot.
I have never owned Skechers. I've never even tried Skechers on.
I use Skechers as the house shoe.
Hold on, you have Skechers?
Yeah.
I didn't know you. My wife has Skechers. I didn't know you had Skechers.
I like them. I don't like to be barefoot in the house. So I buy the Sketcher, yoga something or 3-point, comfy, bouncy something in the, shoe.
I had no idea that you had Skechers.
That's the shoe I wear around the house.
Yeah,
you see me every day in
Wait
it.
a minute. Where the hell? Does it say Skechers on there?
I'm guessing it does somewhere.
I had no idea that you had Skechers in our house and you wear them in the. That's your house shoe?
That's a comfortable house shoe for those who need to know.
What else do I know about my wife?
Lots.
Sit down, pal.
What else don't I know?
I see what you're saying, Fester. Very creepy.
Listen, I have a buddy who he swears by.
Why are the Skechers slip-ins creepy?
Because you kind of. You're not supposed to slip into sneakers, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Don't get me wrong. I'm getting to the weight where I'm probably going to buy them because it looks really convenient.
You're not going to get one of those devices
Yeah,
like
like
the
a shoehorn?
long, the really long one for the old people.
No, I have a buddy who swears by Skechers. He says it cured his plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Plantation fasciitis.
Plantar's fasciitis.
Fasciitis or whatever it is. All right, moving along. What is Grimace?
What?
From McDonald's, what is Grimace? Now, I think we might have talked about this like 2 or 3 years ago.
I think we talked about it recently.
I think when Grimace Shakes came around.
But it's popped back up now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what Grimace is? So if we've talked about it, then what the hell is Grimace?
I think we were indeterminate is what it was.
No, a McDonald's manager says that Grimace is an actual object, and a McDonald's manager has come forward.
Is it like a kinky device? Oh my God, that ruins like my whole childhood.
Now that I look at it, I remember what it was determined, but that's not reconciling with where you're going. So I'm not sure what's happening.
What do you think Grimace is supposed to be?
It was a character that was created on like some island or something. Is what the history of Grimace was.
According to a McDonald's manager.
Yeah.
It looks like a keister plug. I never really noticed it until I never thought of it. I mean, dude, in my decades of life and hundreds of times I've been to McDonald's.
Yeah.
I've never thought about it, but Grimace looks like a keister plug.
Does he talk?
Yeah, he's like.
Does he say anything?
Yeah, you know what he says? Let me out of here.
What is the?
Smells like.
What is the?
Don't say what it. You want me to say it?
All right, guys, what is the dog toy? The Kong Dong or something? The Kong?
What?
Wait.
What's that?
I'm sorry. It's not. There's no dog. It's just the Kong.
Yes.
What?
That's something else. The Kong Dong is something entirely different. All right, I apologize. All right, it's
okay. Whoa. Okay. Back. What's Grimace?
It's a taste bud.
You know what? I think I heard that.
Yeah,
before.
I think we mentioned this a couple of years ago, but Grimace is actually a taste bud, which, I mean, this is an obese. Is that really good for like a fast food restaurant to have this obese taste bud? I don't know.
I don't think it's supposed to be obese. I think he's just a super enlarged taste bud.
Also, if you have a purple taste bud, doesn't that potentially indicate maybe a
infection
or the blood supply's been cut off?
Yeah, right. You're having one of those taste buds just like get swollen.
You're gonna have a tongue.
You never had that?
A tonguectomy. Is that something? Is that a tonguectomy?
I use my taste buds a lot more, probably more than you, Michelle. And I'll tell you, I've gotten swollen taste buds before.
So, according to a McDonald's manager who is an award-winning McDonald's manager,
the hell does that mean?
I guess he at the National McDonald's Awards for Management across North America. Turns out that Brian Bates is an award-winning manager, and he's revealed that Grimace is an enormous taste bud.
And the award for McDonald's Manager of the Year goes to Brian Bates of Chattanooga.
When we get back, it's 9:21 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, and my God, I believe we've stayed on the air for the entire show so far today. Can I get a round of applause?
Woo! Woo! All right, mediocre equipment.
We've stayed on the air for the entire show today. Andrew says don't jinx it. We still have one segment to go. When we get back, I got a lot of stuff to cram in, including, you're not going to believe this Gen Z time off story at work. You're not going to believe what this Gen Z young woman wrote to her boss and what she's calling her time off and exactly what she... Listen, it's the gall, it's the nerve of a certain generation. And it's a lot of Gen Z. It's a little bit of millennial. And we've heard about work ethic is troublesome. And a lot of, bosses are saying, oh, my God, these Gen Zers, some of these millennials, they don't want to work, or just some of the interactions and some of the issues. So what is the latest debate over something that's been described as unprofessional and embarrassing regarding a Gen Z worker in an office at a software company? We'll tell you next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Oh, there's also a really funny story. Wife says to the husband, hey, we need a new TV for the bedroom. You're not going to believe what this guy came home with. New TV for the bedroom. Wait till you hear this. All right, we have a lot of stuff. We got some celebrity crap we got to get to. Final loaded up segment is next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. As summer draws to a close. Now, school goes back for all of the big school systems on Monday. And really, summer doesn't end until, near the end of September. But for many, hey, summer's over. Kids go back to school, summer's over. If your house has been trashed, if your carpets are nasty, the kids and their friends just trampling, got food stains, who knows what's on your carpet? Dookie, who knows? Get your carpets cleaned from Zero Res. And right now, during the month of August, there is a phenomenal promotion in effect. Get 2 rooms of carpet cleaned and get 2 free. So this is a BOGO, folks. This is a buy 2, get 2 free. So you pay for 2 rooms of carpet and they'll clean another 2 rooms of carpet totally free. What a promotion. ZeroResTampaBay.com. Go to the website. Phone number's on the website. Or you can book online. I like calling them. And always tell them MJ sent you. To get the deal, you buy 2 rooms of carpet cleaned and you get 2 rooms free. You got to mention me, MJ. ZeroResTampaBay.com. That's ZeroResTampaBay.com. Final check on traffic, 924. Shriners on MJ Morning Show back in a minute. Show in the final segment here on a Wednesday, and again, it's a miracle. We've stayed on the air for the entire show today. I don't want to jinx anything. We still have maybe 20 minutes left. Maybe I can make this a long segment. Actually, let me see how long the last stop set is. Last stop set is 5:50. Man, we can go all the way to we can actually go all the way. 6 minutes. All right, so we can actually go all the way to 9:54. I can do 24 minutes right now. And I think we should.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
There are some morning shows that don't talk 24 minutes the whole show.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
So
Seriously.
the whole show, they don't. If you combine every segment, it's
You're
not
right.
24 minutes long.
Hey, how about the fact that from 7:27 typically to 8:53, we do over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop content. We don't come up for air. We don't play a song. No commercials for over an hour and 20 minutes every day. About 7:26, 7:27 every single morning. All right, so I teased before the break this unprofessional, embarrassing Generation Z worker at a software company. Turns out this is like an AI startup company. And folks are having a field day commenting on this. A young Gen Z worker apparently gave this message to their boss at an AI startup. Feeling a bit overwhelmed with all the work and my energy feels a little off, so I'm not getting that vibe right now. I'll be out from July 28th to July 30th. Please don't miss me. What?
You know what? I'm all for people taking mental health days.
Yeah, but
shouldn't
you ask for the break instead of just saying, "Hey, I'm out and here's my reason"? Don't you need to get approval from the supervisor?
Yeah. Every company's different. I mean, every company, if you need days off, put in for your days off. You have this many to use in a year. I mean, I follow a guy online, like the first month of, or the last month of the year.
Yeah.
He will go over the schedule for the next year, how to maximize your days off.
Oh, wow.
Like if you take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of like Thanksgiving week off, then you book in your weekends, you get 9 days in a row.
Yep.
Yeah. But he talks about, and I'm like, that's really smart. I don't have a job like that, but if I worked in some office where each day was about the same and no day was of great importance over another,
right?
You milk the system.
Hey, I have to say this very, very quietly. I've been back with the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 104.7 FM, a Beasley Media Group station. I've been back here, it'll be 5 years on October 5th. I have not formally put in for one vacation day ever here.
Not one.
Not one. I have... And nobody seems to care.
No.
No one said a thing to me. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Bubkus. I don't formally go on the portal and put in my requests and then have the supervisor. I've done nothing.
I don't even know who the...
Zero.
I'm not sure who the supervisor is.
I don't even know how to log into the work portal here.
No, never. Not once.
And the person who used to help you do it is gone.
Oh, they fired her.
Yeah.
Hey, they downsized. Now Leslie's gone.
Oh, what are we going to do? We have to do insurance this year. Oh, my gosh, because she always took care of it for us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a debacle.
Maybe we could take her to lunch or something.
Yeah.
She just shows how to work.
I mean, literally, we would just call her and be like, hey, click this, do that, and, done.
Yeah, Andrew just reminded me. I did see the email. Right now, like all the employee benefits and all that crap and the whole like time off request system, it's through something called TriNet.
Yeah.
And they're replacing that. We're getting a whole new system. So you know what that means?
No.
That's another system that I won't be logging into.
I thought TriNet was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very efficient platform.
Leslie seemed to like to use it for us.
I'm guessing the new platform is cheaper. Or maybe it's freeware. That's probably what
it's the malware office system.
It's freeware.
I don't think you have enough employees to qualify for TriNet anymore is the issue.
Andrew, do you find that funny? Andrew's laughing in the booth. Do I amuse you? Do I make you laugh? What am I, a clown? Like a clown? I make you laugh? Yeah, like a clown?
I see him back there laughing.
Yeah. All right, so Gen Z worker says, oh, yeah, she's not feeling the vibe. She's taking an impromptu vacay. Yeah, her energy is off. Just seems like you get a lot of this from the Gen Z crowd. All right. The bedroom TV. The wife says, hon, we need a new TV for the bedroom. The husband goes off to a store to buy the TV. Guess what this guy comes home with? Guys want to guess?
Is like with the big 85-inch Vizio TV I see at Walmart.
Dude, keep going.
Is it like
keep going?
Is it a 100-inch TV?
Yeah, actually, oh no. Over by 2 inches.
Vizio 90. Oh, I don't know that's Vizio brand, but
I don't know what brand it is. The guy comes home with a 98-inch. Listen, you've got some of these monsters. I was at Costco, and I don't know what brand, whether it was Hisense. Listen, I'm not into the cheapo brands. Listen, I'm sorry. And I'll get a lecture. Hey, some people can't afford a Sony, but okay.
That's fine.
All right. Whatever I say.
My Vizio will last 12 years instead of 15.
And
Big deal. Save me $5,000.
So, listen, Vizio, I've seen some giant TVs like LG and
here's the TCL.
I think that's another brand.
TCL,
Yeah.
98-inch TCL at Best Buy for $1,500.
What's wrong with that?
I mean,
that is insane. So a TCL 98-inch at Best Buy is $1,500. Well, guess what? Maybe he went to Best Buy and bought a TCL.
I mean, it almost replaces a projection screen at that
you
size.
know what TCL stands for? Total crap look.
You know what? It looks like a pretty good TV. I don't know. It turns on.
Right.
Listen, I get my streaming services.
What was her issue with it? Too big?
Hang on. In all fairness, these lower end TVs are getting better. Yeah, and you only really have a certain number of these panel manufacturers in the world anyway. You know?
They're all made in the same house.
Well, they're not all made, but
not my beautiful Sony.
Listen,
bottom
line is like TCL and Vizio and Hisense. You do get good value for the money. You don't always get the best processing and all the software and all of the engineering that goes into making it just an even better picture. But you can get a big TV for not a lot of money. So here's the deal.
You can watch Big Brother on it.
Wife
That's all I care about.
You and your freaking Big Brother,
Oh, my God. It's so good this year.
It is?
Yeah, I caught up with all the episodes I missed while we're on vacation.
All right.
So good.
So wife gives the hubby a task. Hey, go pick out a new bedroom TV. He comes back with an IMAX, according to Lauren. Lauren says he comes home with a 98-inch monster. She said it could have doubled as a drive-in theater. That's a big TV. 98 inches is massive. Meanwhile, it takes up the whole wall in their bedroom, apparently.
Absolutely it would.
I could spice things up, actually, if you put the right content up there.
I don't have a problem with that.
Like, Silence of the Lambs, Blues Brothers, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Talking his love language.
Goodfellas.
You have a TV in the bedroom?
Yeah, we do. We have an armoire. We don't have a big TV in the bedroom. And we really don't watch a lot of TV in the bedroom.
No, we really don't.
It's like, when you're lying in bed or you got a headache or something, maybe sometimes you'll turn the TV, but we very rarely watch TV. I think we've got a 42-inch Sony in our bedroom, and that might see, 15, 20 minutes of playtime a year?
You know when it sees the most time is when you're out of town and I'm home alone?
Oh, that's right.
Because then I just run that thing all night long.
And you got your FM 57 in your hand?
Close.
Close by,
Mm-hmm.
right. I want to shift gears here, and I just want to recognize something, which I think is a public service. I did see while we were on vacation last week, we had some very hot days, and I'm sure, Fester, you saw this story. You were in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
You came back over the weekend, actually.
I came in Sunday morning, yeah.
Did you know that one of the big local animal shelters was asking for, like, surrogates and people to come take pets out of the shelter, bring them home just for a short time because of a lack of air conditioning at the shelter?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So the Hillsborough County Shelter...
Don't adopt the animal. Just watch it for like 3 days.
But hang on a sec. I think that...
It led to adoption.
I think this is probably a good, motivational project here.
Yeah, good luck bringing back a dog after you fall in love with it for 3 days.
The Pet Resource Center for Hillsborough County, it's, I think, on Falkenberg. I think it's near, you got the jail on Falkenberg. You got the tax collector's office. I think you got the animal controls out there, right?
They got the people jail and then the animal jail right next to each other.
So the Pet Resource Center, they had 260 animals in their shelter, and not all of their buildings, I guess, had air conditioning. That's why there's a quote, that's why we're really looking for a lot of adopters and fosters at this time to try and help relieve kind of the strains that we have on the kennel and be able to get the dogs that truly need to be in the air conditioning and out of the heat. Yeah, this was a story actually came up in my feed from WUSF, the college public station.
Public radio.
Yeah, this is one of their stories. Yeah, the shelter, one of the oldest in the state, was built in the 80s. Most municipal shelters do not have AC, and I think a bunch of their buildings do not. The shelter is over capacity, and only 3 of its 7 kennels have air conditioning. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So they were asking people to please, just as a surrogate, take the dogs home, especially dogs that might have some health issues or older dogs. And, I see what you guys did there, which I think is ingenious, and I fully support it. How many people volunteered to take a dog home to get it out of the hot shelter and then, fell in love with the dog and then kept the dog? I'm hoping that it was the majority of the surrogates that took the dogs. I'm hoping that the majority of these people then gave the pet a permanent home, is what I'm hoping.
Did the zoo in Denmark try to get on the list
to
watch pets?
Dude, that's a terrible... It's kind of funny you brought that up.
I really don't understand this story.
Yeah.
How is it not oddly brilliant? They don't take cats and dogs. So once you get past cats and dogs, this is like Animal Kingdom crap, isn't it?
This is a terrible story.
Is it terrible?
Yeah, I don't like this story. So a Danish zoo has asked people, if you have an unwanted pet, bring it by so our zoo animals can eat them. I mean, that's morbid.
That's Animal Kingdom, though.
No,
what if you have a pet antelope?
That's guess what? That's like Sicko Kingdom.
Yeah,
man.
I don't like that story.
It's like Serial Killer Kingdom.
Everything's food to somebody or something, right?
That's awful. Yeah, I saw the story.
You don't put it in there alive just to let it get hunted in a cage. That's not appropriate.
The animals will be gently euthanized.
Chickens, rabbits, guinea pigs.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an abundance of chickens, let's say you have a coop and you have 6 chickens you don't need and you're not going to process them for your family, you give them to the zoo. Let the polar bear eat them.
Hey, another local story that I wanted to comment on, the Jackson House in downtown Tampa.
A historical landmark.
It's a historical landmark. It has a long history. It's been around for over a century. It was a safe place for black travelers, during the times of segregation. Very historical property.
So many famous people spent time at the Jackson House.
They did.
Legends.
But this thing has been collapsing and has been dilapidated for decades. And they just got some concessions to be able to use some adjacent property and try to exact repairs on this thing. And then in the last couple of days, the whole left side had a further collapse. I don't know how you fix this thing. I got to be honest. And then why have people been talking about restoring this house for 40 years? And I know that I've heard this for the last 15 or 20. And listen, 15 years ago, this place was a disaster.
I remember driving by it. I'm like, what the hell is going on with this place of significance?
But what is going on? How did it get to this point? I mean, it's got to be at the point of no return. I mean, I don't know how. And it's an important historical property. I fully support the restoration and the preservation of the Jackson House. But it looks like, I mean, if you go, it's going to fall completely over if you just blow on it. You know, if one of the wolves comes by, I'll huff and I'll puff. It is if he just breathes in, it's going to collapse.
How did it survive Milton last year?
Listen, it survived a lot, but again, why have they been talking about preserving this for all these years, and it's just gotten worse and worse over decades? I mean, I just don't understand the years of neglect. And, you know, why the city didn't step in, or, you know, I'm sure there have been private donors. But, again, I'm looking at the video of this from, like, yesterday, and I don't know how it's even remotely salvageable with now an almost complete collapse of the left side of the whole damn building. Where do you start? Anyway, I'm perplexed.
It's like every piece of property around the Jackson House is owned by somebody else, whether it be a parking company or another landowner. So there's contractual stuff. But for such a place of historic significance in our community,
so the building,
it's amazing somebody can't get something done.
Current management of the building, which is totally uninhabitable. I mean, it's surrounded by, you know, Smith fence chain link.
Yeah. For people's safety.
The building is currently managed by the Jackson House Foundation. Tampa City Councilman Bill Carlson said the city's community redevelopment agency pledged $1 million towards restoration effort years ago. Additional funding's been raised, but then what's the issue here? So they're saying it's not about the money, it's about moving forward with the renovations. Why are we at the point of like complete destruction and point of no return? And now I don't understand. I'm flabbergasted. I'm bewildered at the timeline of this building, which should be preserved.
It seems like this has been in and out of the news for 20 years.
It has been.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, all kinds of stuff on this story. All right, couple of things. Yes,
I'm not going to vote for Bob Buckhorn unless he gives me a good solution to this situation. What's your plan on the Jackson House, Bob?
By the way, Bob Buckhorn, Mayor Castor can't run again.
Right.
So Buckhorn will be the mayor again. There's no doubt in my mind that Bob Buckhorn will be the next mayor of the city of Tampa.
Yeah, good man.
In 2027. Moving on to some celebrity stuff. Reports are that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are house hunting in Cleveland.
Why Cleveland?
Is that where the Kelces are from?
His family's from Ohio.
Right.
I think his mom still is in Cleveland.
People are saying that this is a sign that they really are getting more serious, that they're allegedly house hunting. They visited at least 2 opulent high-end homes currently for sale in the east side suburbs outside of Cleveland. Yeah, so we don't have specifics per se. They're not confirming it. The spokespeople for Tay-Tay and Trav, they're not confirming anything.
So, MJ, listen, if you are going to watch Happy Gilmore 2, keep your eyes peeled for Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah?
Travis Kelce's in Happy Gilmore 2?
He's great.
Really?
All right.
I mean, there's a lot of celebrities in it, a lot of golfing celebrities, but a lot of,
a lot of cameos?
A lot of cameos.
All right.
Bad Bunny's great. Travis Kelce's great.
So heads up on that. Taylor and Travis looking for a home in Cleveland.
Good for them.
Michelle, what do you think about Martha Stewart launching a brand new skincare line at 84?
You know what? Good for her. She looks great.
Well,
like her stuff pops up on my feed all the time, and I'm like, she's amazing looking.
That's my point. That if she's been using this crap on her face, if she's been like a test monkey or a guinea pig or something, she looks great. For 84 years old, what is she doing? I mean, Martha Stewart at 84? She seems completely mentally put together.
Mhm.
And I can't look at her. I can't believe she's 84.
Yeah. I can't either. Whenever I see that, any stories about her, in my feed, I'm like, wow, she really does look good. So then when this popped up, I think within the last week, I was like, hey, I'm looking at it.
Got some bad news. If you were hoping for a performance, if you were hoping for a return of this individual, a performance at the upcoming Video Music Awards, I'm sorry. Do you know who it is?
Who?
Why are you laughing? It's like you're on the precipice here of thinking you know who it is.
Is the answer going to be like Ozzy Osbourne or something?
No.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah. By the way, Ozzy's cause of death was officially revealed yesterday.
Was it bat parts?
No, it was. He had a heart attack. He had
Not rabies?
He had a massive coronary myocardial infarction. So that was the cause of death for Ozzy. No, it has been confirmed because there were rumors that she was going to perform at the VMAs. Britney will not perform.
Leave Britney alone.
That was circulating.
You know what, man? I bet you if Brittany puts a little effort into rehearsing, she could bring down the house.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her.
Well, apparently she's not going to do it. Are we going to go see Naked Gun today, Michelle?
I think so. The time works out for us. You got something to do after the show here. And then, it's a quick movie. It's only 90 minutes plus the 30 minutes for trailers. Makes it 2 hours. We'll be in and out. Be home in time for dinner.
Yeah, the reviews on The Naked Gun are pretty good. Most reviews are favorable for the reboot of, the From the Files of Police Squad, The Naked Gun, and the reboot. You don't hear this much. This is another celeb story. You know the daughter of John Mellencamp, right?
Teddy?
Yes.
She was on some of those housewives shows.
Yeah, she was on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, her niche is like that reality genre of kept people who've never really done anything but are famous for just being famous. If her last name wasn't Mellencamp, I wouldn't know if she got hit by a bus.
So Teddy Mellencamp, I don't know if you know, she's been battling cancer.
She has been, yes.
Oh.
So this is the daughter of John Mellencamp. Jack and Diane, Pink Houses, ROCK in the USA, Cherry Bomb. What else?
That's about it.
Small Town.
Is her name Teddy Cougar Mellencamp?
No, just Teddy Mellencamp. So I've never really heard somebody say this. She is suggesting maybe her cancer was like a revenge due to her bad behavior.
What?
Yeah, this is really, really interesting. Teddy Mellencamp is addressing an affair that she had. She was involved in infidelity. She had an affair outside her marriage, and she was on some radio show I've never heard of, Jamie Kern.
It's a podcast.
Is it a podcast? Jamie Kern Lima show. I have no idea what the hell
Everything
is it.
these days are on podcasts.
Everyone's got a podcast.
They're all sit-down long form.
Yeah. Some polyp removed from some guy's butt this morning at Tampa General Hospital. Polyp's got a podcast.
Welcome to the Polyp Podcast.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
going to talk about Hank's anus.
Yes. So this is just interesting. She's on this podcast, and she had an affair apparently with her horse trainer, a guy by the name of Simon Schrader. And she addresses this and says, I've never talked about it at all just because of the kids, and I've never wanted anyone to have a guarantee whether it happened or didn't happen. But what I can say is this. Did I do things that hurt other people? Yes. She did admit to that. To this day, does it still hurt my heart, and I wonder if that's why I got cancer? Yes.
All right.
Like it was my payback. So nothing goes without payment. So,
So she's basically saying she believes in karma.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell yourself that to feel better, I guess.
She allegedly cheated on her husband of 13 years, a guy by the name of Edwin. Allegedly, was banging her horse trainer. And by the way, Horsey Man was also married at the time.
With a name like Edwin, can you blame her?
Mounting more than the horse, apparently.
Edwin's like my least favorite name.
Yeah, stop. There's nothing wrong with the name Edwin.
Really?
Nothing right about it either.
Nothing wrong.
You could
Anyway.
be an Edward.
I just thought that her saying, hey, maybe, it was payback. She got cancer because she was having an affair. Kind of interesting to say, right?
Kind of weird to say.
Yeah, I think that's kind of weird.
I don't know that life works that way, but if it makes you feel better about accepting something, good on you.
It rationalizes it.
We got to go, man. That was a fast 25 minutes, 24 minutes. All right, folks, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Hey, I've got one wish. I just have one wish. If I could just get one new Instagram follower, just one, Certified MJ Radio. So if you can help, this is MJ's wish. Just one new follower today at Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. I would highly appreciate it. I'm not being a piggy, just one new follower, Certified MJ Radio. Folks, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.
The Q105 app is your connection to all the big contests, powered by